Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Good evening, lovely people. It is Tuesday, the 25th of May, and we are doing an impromptu surprise show for you guys. So obviously the season has come to an end. And while this isn't our official season review, what we did want to do is get your thoughts on the season. So we will be having a Kop-Ish call-in tonight, and it's going to be a minute 30. Everyone's going to be limited to a minute 30. Don't end up in the basement. So what we're going to do with this show, though, is solely focus on topics regarding the season. So we're asking, don't go crazy with questions regarding transfers and FSG and all that stuff. We literally just want to we'll just get your thoughts on the season, and then we'll speak about your thoughts. Almost as though we're doing a viewers review, but it's a season review. But
indeed,
the floor is all yours, guys. So this is your show. We're literally going to comment on your stuff. I've got no notes written down. I've got no topics. I've got nothing. Everything's impromptu. So I'm going to be real. If no one calls in, I'm stuck.
So we ain't got a show. Now we'll always have a show, but yeah, I get
So
yeah.
We
basically it's up to you guys
tonight.
innit?
It is. So what I'm going to do, without further ado, is within the next couple of seconds, I'm going to open up the phone lines. So as I said, people, 1 minute 30, and then we're going to move on. So please don't be offended. Please don't be upset. We're going to drop the link to the chat in the description of our YouTube channel. So make sure you visit our YouTube channel. And while you're there as well, you can become a member of ours if you haven't become a member already. You get exclusive videos, member videos, and exclusive offers, etc. Also, you can join us by buying some merchandise of ours. So we have official merchandise, which is out now. Matt is wearing the all famous Basement Settings t-shirt, our limited edition t-shirt, which won't be out for very long. So make sure you grab it now if you haven't already. And people, the phone lines are open. The floor is yours, people. Let's know what your thoughts on this season are, and we will chop it up from there. So let's see who the first call is going to be. How are you doing anyway there, Matt?
Not too bad, you know. The Canada news, I think, is pretty much done, isn't it? It's just a matter of just, crossing the I's and T's and whatever. That deal's pretty much over the line. I'm expecting, in my opinion, Liverpool to maybe announce that if it's not this week, then it'll be probably when he finishes the under-21 championships. But that is pretty much done. And I think the Gini Wijnaldum thing is pretty much done now as well. It's very, very close, isn't it?
Unfortunately,
it's very close. Yeah. So, but yeah.
Unfortunately. Right. Saeed, you just asked me, is Nat LFC legend Kal? Yes. He's the best centre-back that's played for our club ever.
But like Nat Phillips, you know.
No
Nathaniel.
Cap. No cap. All right. Our first caller of the evening, Ricky. Can you hear us, Ricky?
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ricky, you still there, bro?
Oh.
All I heard was
Ricky!
Ricky!
Hang on, can you hear me, lads?
Yeah,
Can you hear you now?
we can't see you though, bro.
You all right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, good.
I was gonna say, because your camera's not looking at you, do you maybe wanna
are you
move
on
it?
the aeroplane, bro?
I was gonna say, actually, are you traveling, bro?
No. I'm in my bedroom. I've just got out of the shower, to be fair. So I'm a bit of a mess.
You better turn off that camera, sir.
No, I've got clothes. I've got clothes on. It's my head. It's my head that's a mess.
Oh, fair play.
No,
I know we joked about doing the OnlyFans, but that was just for us.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna say, you're giving it away that we start OnlyFans tonight, bro.
And to be fair, the amount of hairline digs that get on this show, I don't want to be at risk, to be fair. So,
Fair play. Don't worry, bro. I'll take it
Yeah.
for everyone, bro. My headline's taking it all, so don't worry about it.
yeah, no, no, good stuff. First, before I start, just first of all, I came across you. I think it was the Fulham game when we lost 1-0.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I can't stop watching because you guys just talk the truth. So, like, big respect to what you do. Like, I love watching, even when I don't agree with what you're saying. It's still just good to hear. So, like, fair play, man. Like really enjoy it.
Bless you, bro. Really
Appreciate
nice
that,
words.
bro.
Really appreciate that.
bro.
Gonna start your 1 minute 30 now, yeah?
Yeah, good. So basically, my thing is, yes, the defense has not been great, but my biggest problem with the season, first of all, I'm glad we got top 4, big relief. My biggest problem has been not breaking down teams, and that I don't think that's a defense problem. That's obviously an attack problem. I think we moved the ball far too slow, and also as well, I think we lack our front three. They're not. They're obviously great strikers, but if you think about it, compared to Man City's front three, they're not technically great. They don't manipulate the ball, so they can't trick people as much. So Salah's always cutting onto his left foot. Mane's always cutting to his right. I just think we're lacking a lot of invention. And just your opinions, really, because I think we need to develop our style of play. If we are going to have possession-based football, we need to move it quick. We need to sort of drag defenders out of position so we can get in behind. Just your thoughts, really, on that.
Bro,
I like that, I like that comment, bro. That's I wanna delve deep into that one still.
Quality.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah, well, Ricky, we're gonna chop that up. Me and Matt are gonna chop that up now, and yeah, thank you very much for calling
look
in,
after
bro.
yourself, guys.
You too, brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate that, bro.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Right,
Take care, man.
Take care.
Yeah, do you know what, Carl?
Great
I really like
question.
those questions,
And yeah,
have we
great
got a minute to
question.
answer still?
yeah.
All right, calm. Just like Friday. It's Tuesday, but it's like Friday, yeah. It's Friday, but it's Tuesday, but it's like it's Friday. It's Tuesday, yeah. Listen, all right, I'll go first.
Go for it.
All right, so I think Ricky's spot on in terms of the way how we play. We have turned into a more possession-based team, and I've kind of said that as well. Like, we don't move the ball fast enough. So if we are going to be this possession-based team, you kind of have to think maybe you do need a few more technical players in there, because when Man City play, they don't play fast. Man City probe. But Ricky's right. It's because they have the technical personnel to do that, whereas we don't. I feel like we were better on maybe from an offensive standpoint, 18, 19, and 19, 20, because it was moving the ball faster and playing to our team's strengths and our striker strengths, which is what we're not doing now. So yeah, we need to look at that 100%.
Spot on, Matt. So just making sure I get a note of that super chat. Start my minute now. Yeah, do you know what? I've been saying this for a little while. As great as the players in the front three are, and it's weird because I think Salah's our best attacking player.
Yeah.
But over not the season just gone, but the 2 previous seasons, the argument was there that Mane was the best out of the front three. Even though he didn't get the numbers Salah got, I still thought he was the best performer. However, Bobby's been the weakest of the front three in terms of performances and output, but he's technically the best out of all 3. But the problem for me is, if we're going to sort of elevate that to the next level, dare I say, I think we need a creative winger and we need a killer striker. So we need one of the 2 this summer. I don't expect us to get both, because then you're breaking budgets that FSG won't break. But I think that's the key. I think we need a creative winger and a killer striker.
Do you know, when you said that, Harvey Elliott kind of came into mind. I know it's a lot of pressure to put on him, but I'll say Harvey Elliott maybe is a little bit more creative than he is actually a goal scorer. And even though he's not an out-and-out winger, he can play. That can just be his starting position. A bit like what Man City do with Foden, innit? Like, Foden, in my opinion, is not a winger. Foden, for me, in fact, Foden's a hybrid.
He's a hybrid. I was just about to say
he's a hybrid. He's like a winger /10/8. Whatever he wants to be.
8.
Yeah, advanced
he's
8.
a sick footballer. But that's a couple of people have said his name, but that's why I'm very on board if we were to get a Sancho, because Sancho is stupidly creative.
He is.
Stupidly creative.
He is.
And he's used to playing at the highest level. He's played Champions League football. He's got a lot of experience for his age. I'd love Sancho at the team. Like, dare I say it, if it means sacrificing, let's say, an out and out 9, I would get a Sancho because I think we would still score goals from it because he would lay goals on the plate for other players.
Yeah,
So
yeah. No, I hear you. I hear that, bro. And even though we brought in Jota, Jota's kind of still like the others, if that makes sense. Like, what Johnny is, I know. Sorry, we'll move this on now. We need like a Mahrez type player. Like, you see, Mahrez is just a creative. In my opinion, Mahrez is just a technical monster, isn't it?
yeah.
Maybe something like that. Your reception was going a bit funny, Cal, but you're back now. You're back.
Okay,
You're back
I was just going to
HD.
say because
You kinda
everything
went-
seems all right to me.
Yeah,
but
you went kind of in that kind of 10p thing, and then you brought it back to 720 as you were talking. You went like that. You started getting clearer. You're calm though. You're calm.
Cool.
If it starts happening again,
just let me know.
I'll let you know. Worst case scenario, I might have to run and grab my laptop just in case of anything. Yeah.
Cool. All right, gonna get the next caller in now. Lamar, can you hear us, bro?
Yes.
How you doing, Lamar?
What's going on,
Can you hear
Lamar? Just about breaking up a little bit though, Lamar. A little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Now
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can hear you.
See
Now
you
we can
clearer
hear you.
now.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah, man.
Innit, man?
Before I start, just wanna make an appreciation, man. Like y'all have been doing very good work, like throughout. Big up, man. Y'all are just mad. And to be honest, I'm actually surprised I got in through the street. Every time I try to get in, it's just like so. Like when I got in, I'm like, oh damn, I'm here. Like, damn, what am I gonna ask? So like, yeah, man. Big up, man. Big up.
Bless you,
But
bro.
yeah,
I'm gonna start
the
your
two
minute
questions
30
that-
now. Yeah,
no problem.
go for it, brother.
Yeah, so the two questions I wanted to ask was actually one a statement, kind of a statement though. But like Genie, Genie was a player that like, throughout the season when his form started to like kind of like deteriorate or whatnot, I kind of like was making peace with him leaving. Then on the very last day, when I just saw him in that shirt, lining up and everything, I'm like, damn, an animal, a big game animal player is leaving our club. I mean, like, name a more consistent midfielder in big games than Genie in our club, other than Henderson, I think. I mean, like that just clicked with me, and I'm like, damn, FSG really messed up here. But anyway, my second question would be Nat Phillips. I hear a lot of Liverpool fans bigging this guy up, like is to be fourth choice centre back. For me, it's just like he's done a marvelous job, but like fourth choice centre back to be competing with the likes of Man City. I don't know, man. But Nat Phillips has been a monster for us, to be honest. He has been. But like fourth choice centre back is big. That's in my opinion. So I just want to know from your guys' points then what you guys think of it.
Fair enough, bro. Fair point.
Good question,
We're gonna
bro.
chat
Good
up
question.
now. Lamar,
Yeah.
thank you
All
so
right.
much for calling in, bro.
Yeah, bro.
No problem, man.
All right, you take care,
Enjoy
bro.
that.
Take care, my dude.
You too,
All right.
brother. If we're speaking about Nat Phillips, it's probably only fair I go first.
Yeah, you can go first. I know when it comes to Nat Phillips, I know what you're about with Nat Phillips. I know what you're about, man. Brilliant. Now Dini, now Costa, now Beckenbauer, now Baresi. You get me?
Bolton Baresi. All right, I'm in it. On Genie, I completely agree with everything Lamar just said. I don't think, apart from Gerrard, in my lifetime, I don't think I've seen a better big game midfielder for Liverpool, barring Gerrard, in my lifetime. I'm not going to say throughout history. I'm just saying in my lifetime. Genie has been amazing in big games, not just Premier League, but Europe and everything. So I'll say that, and he will sorely be missed. Right, now fourth choice. The way I look at it is, if we bought a player let's say we bought Kabak in January, and Kabak performed like Nat did from the moment he came to the end of the season, would anyone have a problem with him being fourth choice? And are we basically tarring Nat with the brush that we thought he was just rubbish, but he hasn't played rubbish, so maybe we're thinking it's just form as opposed to he's actually a good defender? That's the question I want to throw back to people.
Fair play.
I'll let
Fair
you go,
play.
man.
Yeah. All right. Gino Wijnaldum, I said this. I've done the post and whatnot. It's a massive mistake letting him go. He is a big game player. Like I said it. Like last Premier League game of the season, obviously where we beat Crystal Palace. Yeah, I was like, Gini Wijnaldum is so important to our club, and we should really be talking to him right now, still trying to sort it out. This guy turns up and he helped us win the Champions League, a Premier League, a Super Cup, and a Club World Cup Championship. And he was like a mainstay. He was one of Klopp's first recruits, and he's never let us down. In terms of what's the second question again? Sorry,
Phillips.
I think Phillips has deserved to be in rotation. I think he deserves to be full space. I saw the time. Do you know what I knew? I didn't even know when the timer was coming, yeah? But I looked at your face.
The moment you said that, I looked it off still. I looked off the time. You get as long as you want, bro.
Oh, I was going to say, because I looked at your face, yeah? And I was like, I think I've gone over. Because the thing is, sometimes I look at the timer at the top, but I was like, bruv, it's not Phillips, isn't it? Like,
the moment you said Phillips deserves to be in rotation,
he does.
You got as much time as you want.
He does, because, again, listen, what we got to understand is this. He's not the most gifted defender, right? But he's a throwback. He's a throwback to what we haven't had since, dare I say it, I'm not saying at the same level, but Jamie Carragher. For me, if he was playing in Carragher's era, I think Nat Phillips gets a lot more praise. But because we got defenders that can play the ball out, and people think this new way of defending is you've got to be like John Stones, so to speak, that's not always it. Nat Phillips is good at what he does. And I think, dare I say it, Nat Phillips would look even better at Liverpool if he wasn't playing such a high line. Because it's not that he's the slowest defender, but pace isn't his strongest point. So if you can negate that away, you're going to make Nat look even better, bro. So that's how I see it. He's a good defender, man. And imagine him, yeah, like doing all of this stuff, and then we go and sell him. And I remember when I said to you, man, before, we don't want to become
Sentiment FC.
Sentiment FC, yeah. I feel like it's not about sentiment though. He's earned it. He's earned it, in my opinion. He's earned it.
Yeah.
Bro, he helped us get into third spot with bare different partners, you know. I don't know. Some people might say sentiment. I just think he's earned it. Even if he's not fourth, he's got to be fifth choice. All I'm saying is keep him if you can. Unless a massive offer comes in, obviously you have to look at it. You have to. Like that's why I will have to be like, it's not like he's indispensable. I'm just saying, innit? I'm just saying. So I'll leave it.
Yeah, and look, I get where people are coming from as well. Some people are saying he's this, he's that. But again, whenever I've asked the question, that someone else had come in and their name wasn't Nat Phillips,
yeah,
and they performed how he's performed, would anyone be saying we shouldn't have bought him? So if that's the case, why should we be looking at selling him? Why shouldn't he be in the conversation for rotation? He's played arguably with our worst centre backs. So if he's played next to Reece Williams, and he's played next to next to Henderson, I think, for one game.
Yeah, he's played next to Fabinho. He's played next to all of them. Matip,
and he's playing next to Kabak.
And maybe even Matip. I'm trying to think.
I don't know if he's played next to Matip.
Okay.
But he's never had a chance to play with your Gomez or your Van Dijk, or if we sign him, your Kanate. He's never had a chance to. So
never. In
my opinion, he at least deserves that.
Yeah, like let's see what it looks like. I mean, I know it's only pre-season, Cal, but let's say Virgil's fit in pre-season, yeah, and Virgil's looking good, and you've seen him and Nat Phillips play a decent game. Because what you got to remember is, as you said, he's played with different partners. Virgil is our best defender, right? And let's be real, whoever plays next to Virgil is always going to be that much better, at least for what we've seen so far. Obviously, not including what's happened with Virgil, but Virgil always helps the defender. Nat Phillips has grown in stature to the point where he's had to be the leader of our defense. Remember, Fabinho said, like, the whole communication thing is so big now with Nat Phillips, and he's just taking it like a duck to water. And I know what Jordan Henderson said as well, is bigging up his teammate, but I genuinely believe that these men trust Nat Phillips. They know he's not the best, but they know that he can do a job, though. And here's the thing, people. He might be our least technically gifted or least gifted centre-back, yeah? But you want to know something? He might even be the most reliable, though, in terms of injury. This brother will bruck up his head and still play. This brother will just like, it don't matter. He'll head his own player, bro, and carry on. Yeah, don't take me off. I'm cool. Like, he's different. He's different.
No, I agree.
Make him
one
fall
thing
for
I will
fifth.
say, I mean, I'm just looking at rivals because I think sometimes you have to look at your rivals as well.
Mm.
Man City, their fourth choice is Nathan Ake.
Yeah, they can afford him though to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm just and
Yeah.
Ake is a very good defender. Then you've got Man United, who's their fourth choice?
So they got Lindelof, Maguire, Bailly, and it's that
Twanzebe.
Twanzebe. Yeah.
With all due respect to Twanzebe, I think Nat Phillips is better than Twanzebe.
Bruv, Nat Phillips has played how many games this season? And you would arguably say maybe at the beginning where he was still finding his feet. Bruv, once Nat Phillips got into a rhythm, did we come on stream people every single game and say like that Phillips is dead? We need to like what are we doing here? Or were we saying, right, you know what, Nat Phillips is all right, you know? Remember when he's playing against the Kabak?
Yeah.
And there was even a debate whether who was better. And Kabak was the guy that had the higher profile. Come on, you gotta give him some props, man.
Then obviously Arsenal, I don't even know who Arsenal's fourth choice centre back is, to be honest.
Who they got? They got Holding,
Gabriel, Holding, Louise, who's just
and
leaving. Pablo Mari,
Mustafi.
maybe.
Mustafi?
And Mustafi's
he's gone in it.
Pablo Mari. Again, people are saying, so again, this is not me trying to say I'm right, you're wrong. When people say Twanzebe's better than that, I'd like you to say why you think Twanzebe's better. Because if you just say because he's got more pace, that for me doesn't make you a better defender.
For real.
Because I think sometimes we mix up athleticism with actual defending.
Yeah, what
defending at its core is making sure the ball doesn't get in the back of our net.
It's a mixture of things.
Nat has been very good at doing that.
Yes.
So again, that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
my
just before we move on, people like I saw in the comments before, people said, forgetting about Vinicius Jr. and maybe even Benzema. But okay, Benzema's world class in my opinion. Benzema is one of the best strikers, like you're gonna get in the game, especially in Europe, And obviously Vinicius Jr., he's very sporadic, but Vinicius Jr. decided to have a great game. That can happen. There are players out there that when they turn it on, it's hard to stop them. Can't blame Nat Phillips for that, even though we did, but you get what I'm trying to say. If someone has a great game, sometimes it's just there's nothing you can do about it. I think sometimes we have to accept that as well. But yeah.
Cool. All right, let's get the next caller in. N1, can you hear us?
N1.
Yeah, I can hear you. You lot saying you're good, yeah?
Not too bad.
Bless, man, yourself?
Yeah, man, bless, bro.
Cool.
Yeah, no, just a few points. I was thinking.
Start you on minute 30 now, then, bro.
Yeah. Have you lot seen Black Panther?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, last season, you know when, like, you know how Black Panther has to drink that juice or take that herb and he's got his powers. That's what we were like last season. This season, but you know when he has that little challenge where someone challenges him and then they make him drink that thing and take away his powers.
Yeah,
that's what this season was like. Everyone was just getting their little hits in on us. We turn human in it. We turn a little bit human. But next season, I'm telling you, with the power of the fans, we're drinking that juice again. We're taking those herbs and we're getting our powers back. I sensed it. I sensed it. The fans just made a huge difference. I feel like for the last game of the season, we started playing like football. I ain't really seen all season like little interplay 1-2s. Thiago, Firmino. There was like I don't know if you remember. There was a little like period of play. I think the ball went into Genie. He knocked it back to Thiago. Thiago spun back. He knocked out wide to Trent. Trent didn't quite hit it cleanly enough.
Yeah.
But he hit it into the box. I was thinking, right, yeah, we got a lot. We're gonna see that a lot next season, especially when the fans are back in the stadium as well. So everyone got their laughs in this season, got their little hits in, got us like when we're weak. But trust me, we're back, man. Taking those herbs and we're back. We're back.
I love that.
I like that. Still, I like that.
Yeah, no, yeah. So basically, the point was that do you think the crowd like had a big influence or a big sort of factor in how we played this season? Because I feel like Drifty made the point a few times this season. I feel like that did have a big impact on how we played, to be honest. Because we're a team that relies on that. Even Klopp as well. Like Klopp's a man. He's an emotional man. He's a passionate man. I feel like he gets his energy, his vibrations from the crowd, and I feel like we just missed that as a team. So yeah, man.
Point. All right, we're gonna chop that on now, bro.
Yeah, cool, man.
Thank you very much for your call, bro.
Sweet.
Right, take care, bro.
Fair points. Right, Drifty has as I mentioned that a few times this season.
Yes.
I went first last time. Do you want to go first this time?
Yeah. This is what I would say. 100%. Fans have always affected us. Whether win, lose, or draw, they just have in it because it's the fans. We are a passionate club. everything that goes through us is passion, right? But at the same time, everyone else had to go through that. Every single club. Do you know what I'm saying? So even though it did affect us, and I agree, Jurgen Klopp said it, the players have said it, I still feel like we've got to do better, though, to the point where it shouldn't just be if fans are in stadiums. That's when Liverpool can play their best football. You've got to learn to do both. And I think maybe that's something that we've learned, hopefully, this season.
Yeah, dudes. For me, fans have played a role, but I don't think it's the biggest role. I think that's the least of our problems personally. I think that was just probably the icing on the cake, but I think the issue was lack of defensive reinforcements in the summer, injuries, terrible refereeing decisions at terrible times in the season, and then our attack just falling out of form all at the same time. I think the fans were the last factor as to why we weren't successful this season. And had we had fans in the stadium but still had those other issues, I still don't think we would have won the league. I still think it would have been a struggle to get into the top four. So I don't put loads down to the fans, but it's definitely a factor in itself.
Okay. I hear you.
Jeff, I don't know if you heard the question.
Yeah. I forgot I've got control. I was sitting back there for about 15 minutes thinking, Callum must be able to see me. And then I remembered I can bring myself.
You just bring yourself in, yeah.
I totally forgot. I was just sitting there, like I thought I was gonna bring me in when I weren't even ready. Like, I told you a lot already, man. The fans. You know what? I'm gonna be real. I think 40-50% of why we were dead this season was the fans. I'm putting that much emphasis on the fans. See the home games. We didn't win the league because Anfield didn't have fans in it. In fact, we lost 6 home games in a row that would have never on your Nelly happened with a full crowd. And I watched that performance against Tottenham when we scored in the last minute, when we had the 2,000 fans back in the Kop-In, and I watched that game against Crystal Palace. Yeah, there was an odd game where we performed really well, like the Man U game and that. But those games were away. But I know that Liverpool missed the crowd, 100%. Klopp, the players, everyone. No one wants to play without fans. Mane even looked like he needed the fans. Bobby needs them singing his name. Klopp needs the fans. It was about 40%, in my opinion.
Fair dues. All right, going to get the next caller in. The legend himself, Mr. Jamie Phillips.
What's going on, Jamie?
Down on, bro.
All right, guys, you all right?
Not too bad,
How
man.
you doing?
Good. So, what I was going to say is, part of me thinks we live in a spoiled FIFA generation. And I say that because Nat Phillips, what has he exactly done wrong this season? He's a good defender. He heads it out when it needs to be headed out. Clears his lines when it needs to be cleared. Because he hasn't got a fancy touch, he don't run past 2 players and plays a 70-yard ball, and he's not got a stylish Spanish name, people want him to sell him for 15-20 million this summer. Bring a player in for 15-20 million that you've never heard of and have him 4th choice. Makes 0 sense. 0 sense. Jurgen Klopp can trust Nat Phillips. If Nat Phillips needs to play 8 games next season, Klopp can put him in and he'll know Phillips ain't going to let me down. He's going to head everything out. Doesn't care if he gets his head smashed. He'll go into every tackle. And can you imagine how good he would be with a proper centre like Van Dijk or a Gomez next to him? His levels would go even further. I just think we live in a bit of a spoiled generation where everyone wants the fancy name and the fancy touch and the fancy everything. When at the end of the day, he's a centre-back, a defender, and he does his job.
Perfectly said, man.
Jamie Phillips. Hold on a sec. You're not related to Nat, are you?
The
Just making sure you didn't have a vested interest in it. Jamie, thank you so much for that. We're going to chop that up now. But Jamie, thank you very much, bro.
No worries.
You take it easy, brother. And love to the family as well, yeah?
Big up, bro.
Thank you.
Once again, I'm gonna ask the comments because a lot of people are making cheeky comments saying top red this and top red that. If you've watched the show a few times, you'll know Jamie comes on and he says it how it is, whether we want to
100%.
agree with him or not. So don't label him a top red because you disagree with him.
Exactly.
If you really want to disagree with him, tell us why you disagree. Let me know what Jamie just said there that isn't true, rather than calling him a top red. Because for me, that's a cop out. No pun intended.
I'll go first to just chop up what Jamie said too. I'm new to the thing this evening.
Go on, bro.
100% agree with everything you said. I have watched what Jamie Phillips. I've watched what Nat
Big up Jamie.
I've watched what Nat Phillips has done for us this season, and he got us Champions League. And if you disagree with me, I don't know what you've been watching. He was mad shaky in that Real Madrid game, 100%. And at that point, I thought, he's probably just not good enough. But you know what? He grew into it. We forget he's 23 years old. For a defender, he's actually young himself. He ain't had no first team experience in the Premier League until now when he's thrown in babysitting people like Kabak and Reece Williams. Like, hold on a minute.
Wait, Matt.
Like, for me personally, I think he's literally one of the reasons why we got top 3. So, you know what I mean? And if I'm honest with you, you lot know already. I'll put him in team of the season. At centre back next to what's his name? Diaz. What centre back had a bigger impact on their team in the Premier League apart from Diaz? I'll take a hit for that.
We're not gonna. Hits are only on a Friday. Hits are only.
But anybody told me
hits on
he
that
had
Phillips.
a better impact as a centre back on their team than he did. And you know what? I saw a couple of people saying that they think that he's better than Ake. You know what? I won't even argue with that. Ake is way better with the ball, but is he a better defender than Phillips? Defender's clear. Nat is clearing balls off the line. He's making last-ditch tackles. He's scoring goals. He's winning every ball in the air. Listen to them dirty trips down to Burnley. Put Nat in. We don't need to play Gomez and them man there. They're putting Nat in there, bro.
You saw what Nat did last time. Scored a goal as
West Ham
well.
when they like to bully. Antonio's not bullying Phillips.
Bully. Actually, that's not Friday. It's not Friday. It's not Friday. It's Tuesday. I was about to say something.
I'm just saying, he's 23 with no real first team experience. He's always had to play reserve football. Come on, man, pull him some slack. Give him 2 years to develop with Klopp, with the other players. And then if he's still not that good, we can hold our hands up and go, all right, maybe we got carried away. But right now, I think he proved himself, to be honest.
Can I go next, Matt?
Of course you can, bro. You might as well don't even bother the timer. Just talk, bro.
Cool.
It's not Phillips.
I'll be real.
No, the timer needs to be there so we don't go too far.
That's true. Actually, to kind of keep it in check. Yeah.
I was just making up because I missed the Nat talk before because you lot spoke about Nat about 10 minutes ago as well. So I was like,
fair play. No, fair play.
I agree with a lot of what you said there, Drift. I can't put him in team of the year. Obviously, we discussed that on a different show. But yeah, I feel it's a bit of a shame that people are so quick to want to throw him away, considering what he's done for us this season. Like, in the circumstances he's done it in as well. I find that a bit weird. It's very weird to me how, because if I was to, let's say, for example, we were signing David Carmo, for example, or Kaletakar, everyone would be made up for it. But then my next question would be, how often do you watch these guys play? How do you know they're better than what we have already? And not saying neither of them aren't better than that. They might be. But it's not a guarantee. And if I said right now, Carmo's coming in to be fourth choice, I'm sure most of the people in the chat would be like, yep, quality. But Nat's been here and he's doing it. Next to centre-backs who aren't levels next to what we currently have. So, I don't know. Just my humble opinion. Matt?
So I'm getting distracted.
I know you are.
I'll say 3 letters. RDP. No, I'm joking. No, in terms of Nat Phillips, I think, like I said it already, he deserves it. I don't know. We need to find out. I'm going to find. Listen, if I'm coming on streaming, I need to do some research. No,
I was going to say, we don't change the box.
I think it's fake news. I think it's fake news, though. No, when it comes to Nat Phillips, I think he's deserved his place. Listen, Kabak came in, right? and Kabak was supposed to be the guy that Nat Phillips was. And whether you like it or not, I think out of the two of them, you'd have to say Nat Phillips has had a bigger impact than Kabak, and maybe that's one of the reasons why Liverpool have decided not to keep Kabak. Because obviously, if you've seen the news today, Liverpool are not going to take out the option to take on Kabak for 18 mil. Maybe they might see if they can lower it, but there's a reason why. Obviously, Kanata is one of the main reasons, but another reason is they feel like they got Nat Phillips there. And let's be real, people. Would you rather Nat Phillips or Kabak? And here's the thing. Remember, Nat Phillips is free. He's one of ours. Kabak is 18 mil. So unless my man, Kabak, is clear of Nat Phillips, then I think the argument speaks for itself. It really does. That's how I look at it. Because if we were to sign Kabak, yeah, Kabak's got a lot of fans, and I started to lean more towards Kabak as well, yeah. People wouldn't be. I don't think people wouldn't be crying if we kept Kabak. But it's like some people are crying that we might keep Nat Phillips. I'm sorry, Nat Phillips is the guy that wasn't injured, and Nat Phillips was the guy that played absolutely instrumental and helped us get third choice. So when Nat Phillips was up against certain strikers, we were all there, worrying and getting scared. He actually held his own. We know he's not the greatest, but I have no issues with Nat Phillips being in rotation as fourth choice. You know what I'm saying? So he's reliable. One thing we lack in our whole club, reliability. We've got so many amazing players, and how many of these players are not reliable in terms of injuries? I'll leave it there, man.
I saw a couple of people saying, yeah, he got spun by Zaha. And don't get me wrong, he did. But Zaha spins everyone.
Zaha can spin anyone.
Zaha spins everyone.
Zaha can spin anybody in the Prem, though. That's kind of like a...
Do you know who I think we should? I think we should actually go and raid Crystal Palace and get Zaha and Mitchell. I think Mitchell looks like he's going to be a good left back, I don't know. And Zaha would be a great fifth choice winger.
Fifth.
He wouldn't accept that though. Lord of mercy.
I think to get out.
Sorry, I've got to stop.
Yeah, we got to stop you right there in your tracks.
M to the O. This is huge.
Thank
you so
massive.
much. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Now we're gonna drop the beat for man. Drop the beat, and we're gonna read out the chat.
Drop the beat for M to the O for that. That's huge.
M to the O says, this was a surprise from yesterday. Big up the Kop-Ish community and you boys, amazing content. Out of all the Premier League players, Salah's goals have contributed to the most points, 17. Without his goals, we would have finished 11th. This is for all those saying he's disposable. First and foremost, M to the O, thank you so much for that super chat. That's really appreciated. It's humbling to see people supporting us like that. So thank you so much. And again, on the Salah point, fantastic point.
Hold on, are there people saying to get rid of Mo?
I think
are there actually people saying get rid of Mo?
There's people saying, all right, let me put it like this. Remember when he done an interview? I think some people, maybe it was because of the interview, some people were like, if he wants to go, then just kind of get, like some people are like, if he wants to go, then just let him go.
I understand that, because even I'm like, if he came out and said, I want to go, even I'll be like, well, go then. Like, I'm not going to beg you kind of thing. I get that, but he don't want to go. Look how, when he scored that goal against Man United, if you doubted whether Mo loves Liverpool, that moment right there
says it all.
It says it all.
Yeah, no, for real.
He just wants his back pay, innit, Drift? That's it.
He just wants his back pay.
Hey.
I think we can come to a compromise where he gets 250. Like, it ain't astronomical, but it's a massive boost.
Go free. Do you know why I say go free, yeah? All right.
Yeah, but then everyone else is going to moan, man.
No, but bro, this is the... No, but...
to the O just did it perfectly. Man giving us 17 points this season.
He deserves... Salah deserves it, fam.
All right, you know what? Fuck it, he does, innit? All right, for real.
Because even
I'm just saying, it's going to cause a problem with the other man, then, bro.
The other man are going to have to contribute next season.
They got to 17 points. Yeah, and even if the other man want free, some of them might get like, when you say free, and then obviously it might be like 225. Like, for example, let's say I'll give an example. Mane has an amazing season next season. Yeah, Mane actually kills off the whole thing. Mane leads in assists, goals, whatever, and he's like, I want to get that new deal. And he looks at Mo and was like, right, Mo got free. I want free as well. I don't think he's gonna cry if he gets 250 or 275. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I wasn't even thinking about Mane. I
was
was
giving you an example though.
I was thinking Fabinho could offer like 250 now. Then after the season he had, Van Dijk could offer 300 if
But
Salah's
it's
getting
also
300.
body of work though. Because remember, Salah's body of work is from
Van
17,
Dijk's
18.
body of work means he should get 300.
No, but Van
I'm
Dijk
just
is in
being
that
real with
category.
you, like, yeah. I'm being completely real with you. You see this whole wage stuff, yeah? Keep on hearing about our wage structure,
Yeah, like it's too much. It's too.
You know, bread back in the day used to be a couple shillings, innit? Like, it's not that anymore, is it?
True.
Bread
You
ain't
don't
shillings
complain,
anymore. I used to be able to go to Morley's and get a 4 wings and chips for £1 now. Their prices go up. Everything in life, prices go up. Name me one thing that we used to pay. Look at flipping Freddo bars. Freddo bars back in my day were 10p, 20p tops.
No, you know though, bro. There's a big difference between a Freddo going from 10p to 20p, a guy from 200 grand to 300 grand.
But what I'm saying, though, Drift, is inflation is real. Plus, players get more because they're doing more. Like this whole narrative of we can't break the wage structure for anyone. There's exceptions to every rule.
Bro,
Look
at the buses back in the day. The bus, when you was a kid, what was it? 30 or 40p.
40p.
Adult was 70. Yeah. Now it's 150. Yeah, I think
for
it is.
one journey.
You know, I think you lot are using the wrong example because
bro, McDonald's chips, large.
No, but if you
McDonald's
when it
chips.
was
I never
50p to
forget
get on the bus.
the chips. The McDonald's chips.
No. I hear what you're saying.
Large was £1. Now it's like one. Is it 150? One.
Yeah.
One.
But here's the only difference. You see, when the bus was 50p to get on, people like Chris Waddle and them man there were getting peanuts to kick ball. So technically, these men are getting inflation wages. So you know, I kind of used the wrong example because back in them days, footballers weren't getting big money. People like John Barnes and Ian Rush and them man there, they ain't got retirement money.
But at the same time,
retirement money.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But using that though, it's still like everything still moves up together though. So it moves up together. So we're not saying that one moves up and the other one stays. Everything moves up as one. Football
as a sport wasn't making as much money as it's making now. Remember, you've got to look at it like this year. And again, I used to work in a phone shop. If I sell a certain amount, I get a certain amount in it. But you see the amount I'm getting. Sorry, I just want to clear up. It's not my birthday tomorrow, people. I don't know where this is coming from. It's definitely not my birthday tomorrow.
You should have said, yeah. I'll take the birthday gifts and that.
It's not my birthday tomorrow. It's like, clear that up now. But what was I saying? So in terms of the percentage that the footballers are making based on what they bring to the club, and again, let's not make any qualms about it. Salah's following that he brings to Liverpool Football Club is mad. Oh,
you just saw it.
M to the O for F's sake. I was meant to put 9.99. Jokes, you man, goated. Is that jokes? You got us or jokes?
No. He's saying jokes as in he meant the 99. And you know, you didn't even have to super chat that one.
When I didn't read the jokes bit, I just saw F6 999. I was actually thinking, right, guys, we've actually got to come up with a plan. This man now needs his back pay. Like we're gonna have to go into it. We have to sort man out, bro.
No. You know, M to the O, bless though, bro, man.
Bless up, man.
Bless you, bro. Again, please, can I just clear this up? It's not my birthday tomorrow. You're about 2.5 months way early. I know
everyone's running with it as well, you know.
It is not my birthday, people.
Hold on, you know what's mad? Do you remember back in school when you get birthday beat? Right now, Cal's clearing it up like he knows the beating's coming. He's like, man, it's not my birthday.
All right, let's drop the beat for Cal's birthday tomorrow. Oh man, I'm crazy.
You lot give me joke. I swear this community is something special, bro.
They're the best, bro. I don't care. Our community is the best. They're the best.
Oh,
man.
If you get a card in the post, that's crazy.
Yeah. I hope I don't get a card in the post. I should have my address, bro. Then I'd actually be really scared if I get a card in the post.
You know what, man? We shouldn't have said nothing and just quickly went round and put one through the door, innit?
I don't do that. I'll go full John Wick mode.
Carl with a film man and be like, "Are you man? I'm not even pranking. Yeah, this is a serious thing. You know, someone knows my address, innit? Yeah. No, guys, just can't run. Emergency meeting now. Like, I don't care. Like, we got to sort this out. We got to track man.
Carl, where are you? I'm just on the way. I'm just on the roads, innit? You're gonna get prepared, innit? Man's got the address and. What are you wearing, Carl? Just got the all black Kop-Ish hoodie and black jeans and the black gloves, fam.
You know, Carl's serious when he's like, if he ever says this phrase, "Yo, Matt, where are you?"
Yeah.
Yo, Jiff, where are you? That's, you know, it's a serious thing with Carl, you know. If he ever says where you are, it's a serious thing, bro.
Oh, boy. Right, let's get the next caller on. A familiar name, the one and only 2 Pixel 2.
2 Pixel.
Yeah, what's going on, bro? You guys all right?
Not too bad, bro.
Bless, man, you're right.
Good.
Yeah, just recover from COVID and that, so it's good to be back,
Oh,
bro.
jeez.
Yeah,
how you feeling, man?
Yeah, you feeling better now?
Yeah, feeling good, bro. But I'm tired, bro. I just went to work and like I come, like, oh, I'm so tired, bro. Trust me, you guys are lucky you ain't seen my face. My face is I'm so tired. My face is sagging like some grandma titties in a summer dress, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Trust me, bro. I'm sure Mommy and Nabi are going through the same thing, bro. Mommy and Nabi are probably sagging like shit, man. I'm telling you, bro. Also, big up Cal. Birthday, man, turning 46, innit? Man's, you can see man's covering the bald patch at the back with the headphones and everything. Man's put the camera at an angle, you can't see it. Anyway, yeah. It's good to be back, guys. Yeah, it's good to be back.
God.
Oh, my days.
Full seriousness, though. If you had COVID, bro, you have to rest up, man. Don't try and go straight back into activity.
Don't go crazy at work, bro.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, man, because health is the most important thing that we have in life, bro. Like, real talk.
Yeah, I mean, luckily for me, it wasn't too serious because I was like asymptomatic, so it wasn't too serious.
Okay,
But obviously, you still get like a fever and like a headache and everything. So but now it's cool now. But yeah, no. Let's get to the good stuff, innit?
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do was
1 minute 30.
So I wanted to bring up 2 points specifically and challenge you guys on whether you guys still stand by this when you said it previously.
Okay.
First thing is the first mistake, not mistake, but your opinion that you gave. I go back to the Real Madrid game. I think you guys massively underestimated Toni Kroos in those 2 games when you're analyzing it, and especially you overestimated us. Because when you're playing Nat Phillips and Kabak, no disrespect to them, but Toni Kroos at 31 is still one of the best midfielders in Europe. He's been one of, if not the best central midfielders in Europe for the past 6-7 years for Bayern and Real Madrid. And I think you guys were judging Real Madrid based off their overall performance as a team instead of judging him and what those individual players could do on that specific night and what they're used to doing. Tony, like I said, when you're playing against Nat Phillips and Kabak, Toni Kroos can spread the ball like he's spreading water on a desert, bro. You know what I mean? So I think that's the first thing you guys did. See if you guys still stick to that opinion. Because another thing is, Kall-In Drift, you guys specifically said that we shouldn't let Real Madrid's midfield overrun ours because they're too old. In terms of Modric, I can understand because he's 35. Toni Kroos is 31. If you're holding that opinion, then that contradicts everything you guys said about Gini, because Gini's 30. And Kroos is a much better player than Gini. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, last season, did you guys when we won the title in the Champions League, did you guys perhaps let the success blindside you to what the faults of FSG were? Because remember, last season, whenever anyone criticized FSG, it was always like, let's give them a chance. And the reason I'm saying that is because, Matt, you always said that, and it's always got to me, Matt always said, we did things the right way. What do you mean the right way, bro? Because if it was the right way, why did the right way take a decade to win 1 Premier League title for FSG? Why didn't we replace Lovren when we got him? Why did we take Kabak and Davies until the end of the January transfer window to get a relegated man from Schalke, 19 and 20-year-old? And why did we sign Davies? He's clearly showing Klopp he's not good enough. So why is that the right way, bro? Just because we spend less money doesn't mean that our Premier League title means more or is the right way compared to Man City or Chelsea who found a consistent way of success. That's it.
Fair enough. Two pictures.
Fair enough.
We're gonna have to answer those questions right
Yeah,
now.
I'll answer it. I'll go first, bro. You know the way there.
But no, always a pleasure
Great
having you on,
questions,
bro.
though, bro.
And make sure you rest up, bro. Make sure you rest
Yeah,
up.
yeah, sure. Big up,
Yeah.
big
Yeah,
up,
man.
big up
Look
you three,
after
man.
yourself,
Everyone
bro.
like the stream, innit? These guys do a great job. Long time viewer of the show, man. You know, consistently you gotta perform, man. I mean, consistently. I mean, in terms of the fans, not you guys, because you guys perform, innit? Everyone smash the like.
Thank you, bro.
Nah, bless
Thank you,
up,
my
bro.
G.
See you guys.
Take care, my
Bless
bro.
up, bro.
Peace.
I'll go
Right,
first.
I'll be
I
real
will
with
go
you.
first.
Two
Oi,
Pixel
2
2 came
Pixel,
with a
fire
lot
me
of
up, you know,
smoke.
because I've got a rebuttal.
Two
'Cause
Pixel
anyway,
2 slightly got me like this right now.
True or false, you will fight again this year?
It's hard to put it.
No, but you know what? On the cruise thing, like I know how to answer that. But go on, man, you go choose.
yeah. Let me go first.
Sorry, man. I'm not gonna lie. Two
Yeah.
Pixel 2 had receipts. Bro. Like,
No, because I want to hear this. I want to see the receipt. Let me go. Can I go? Yeah.
Yeah, go for it, bro. Go for it.
I think everyone knows me by now. Yeah, I have never said, and I will categorically say, yeah, I don't remember saying at all that we did things the right way. I've never said that, bro. When even after the Super League thing, yeah, and again, some people might think I'm flip flopping, yeah. I was the only one that was like, I just want them out. I don't really care. Yeah,
no, but he said in the summer.
No,
He said
Jeff,
no, it's not the season.
He said it in the summer, bro. He said it.
Are you man gonna let me finish?
Sorry.
You man just jumped in, you know. You see these man there, because these man know I was the one that was saying it, and you man weren't.
No,
This is what I'm saying.
All right, go on.
I don't even know where the time is now. Innit?
I
don't
started
know.
the time, right? Started the
All
time.
right. But again, in regards to doing things the right way, I've never said that, you know. All I've said is that FSG, I've been annoyed at them. They need to spend more money. What I probably have said in the past is that they've done the best that they can, but I still don't think that's good enough. I've always said on this stream, FSG can only take us so far because that strategy will not keep you as a champion. I said they've done it. They've done a good job in what they've done to get us there, But in terms of maintaining that level, you can't do that. That's what I remember saying that. Secondly, when it comes to Tony Cruz, I said that from day. I've said Tony Cruz and them man are ballers. We have to like put their man in a jacket and keep hold of man because these men will run the game. And I remember you guys were like, no, whatever, cool. What was the last one he said? There was one more.
That was it. That was it.
You sure there wasn't another one?
No.
You sure? Okay. Cool. Tony Cruz has been baller from there. So man already knew we had to get at them. We had to.
Drift, do you want me to go next or do you want to go next?
I'm easy, bro.
I'll quickly jump in then. I know it's going to sound like I'm kind of scooting past the question 2 Pixel, but I don't actually think we did under or overestimate Tony Cruz, in my opinion. I think he's a fantastic manipulator of the ball in terms of his pass and his movement and stuff, but I don't think athletically Tony Cruz is the greatest. And I think if we had been on it that night, I think we could have overrun their midfield through sheer determination, grit, and athleticism. One thing I've always maintained is, apart from Xabi Alonso, Tony Cruz is one of the best long ball passers I've seen in the last decade at a consistent level. He is that good when it comes to his long passing. In terms of overall passing, I wouldn't say he's the best in Europe, but his long range passing, I think he's up there with Xabi Alonso for me personally. And we just gave them way too much time in that game. I don't think we underestimated Real Madrid, but I just don't think we turned up. That was, for me, the big problem. I don't think Real Madrid showed me anything across those 2 legs that suggested to me that they were a special team. Not in the slightest. I think you look at the goals we conceded in the first leg, and all 3 of them were our mistake. They didn't do anything phenomenal to carve us open or do anything crazy. I just think they were pretty good, and we were really, really poor. In regards to FSG, now there's a lot of things I say behind the scenes to Matt and Drifty that I've never said on here. Matt and Drift will testify to this. I was the first out of us 3 to say, you know what, I'm not happy with FSG, you know, man, and these are the reasons why. And even to the point
not
where,
with me, but you weren't close behind.
No, I remember back when we did the very first studio session on the very first video we did as a trio was the FSG one. Remember, I brought you.
Oh,
I
you're
showed you.
talking about that far back?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did. He did, you know.
2
From
years
that,
back.
from
Yeah,
back then.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of FSG. Never been a big fan. And this is from the moment they've been at the club. And go on, Matt.
I was gonna say, you man know me. Have I ever said, and don't even lie, have I ever said FSG in?
No.
I'll leave it there. I've never said that. Never
And-
said that, bro.
So, and I'll be honest, I think I have probably said, yeah, we've done it the right way. But even now, I've changed my thought process on what is the right way, what is the wrong way. Like, is there a way? Like, obviously, I'm not sitting there saying I want to spend 200 mil every summer, but I want to be able to know we can do it if we need to. And that's the problem I've got with FSG. I was never on this. When we won the league, I said we've won the league in spite of FSG, not because of FSG. Klopp didn't have a right to win the league. We won the Champions League and we added 2 youth players and 1 backup goalkeeper who shouldn't even be a backup for a backup. Klopp had no right to win the league, especially with Man City winning this previous season and then adding to their squad. We won that because of the players and because of Jurgen Klopp and the coaching, not because of FSG. And I will maintain that FSG are good owners, but they're not good enough, in my opinion, for Liverpool as things stand right now. And I'll be honest, even if we go out and we sign Mbappe this summer and Sancho and whoever, it's not going to change for me because I need to see something over a sustained period. Because it's all well and good signing Mbappe now, but if we go and sell Mane or Salah next summer and we only bring in mediocre players or players who need to kick on to the next level rather than being ready, then it's just the same again.
On the do the right thing, I know Pixel said Matt, but to be honest with you, if any of us said we do things the right way, we would have been referring to how amazing Edwards and Klopp are at dealing with stuff. It wouldn't have been back in FSG. And I will still say Edwards does do things the right way. Edwards conducts his business perfectly. He gets rid of players for prices that we should never get, and he negotiates prices for players way cheaper, and we get players cheaper than we should. That is doing things the right way. But that's under the model he's forced to do things with. That's the problem. FSG make him have to work with those restrictions. He wouldn't have to be so tight if FSG gave him more money. He's got to be like that because they won't give him extra money. Do you think if they said to him he's got a £200-300 million budget, he would have to go and do some mad payment play? You know, like what we did with Thiago, where we like took 2 months to negotiate 5 mil up front and then the rest in pay. He wouldn't have to do shit like that. So if any of us said we do things the right way, we would have been referring to Edwards and the way we deal with stuff like that, not FSG. No one's ever said FSG are amazing at what they do. Do you get what I'm saying? And with regards to the Real Madrid thing, I was actually the only person who wasn't happy with what you call it. I was the only one who wasn't happy with sorry, that message just distracted me. I wasn't the only one who was happy getting Real Madrid. I know everyone else is like, I'm so glad we got Real Madrid. Remember, I was one of the few guys. I don't really know why everyone thinks that this is better than getting Porto or like I'm not really that happy. But then, as Cal said, when you actually think about the games themselves, we just gave them too much time. Tony Cruz wasn't the one I was saying was too old. But as Cal said, he don't have athleticism. Not the way we do. We should have overwhelmed him. Modric is the old one. Tony Cruz doesn't have legs. Tony Cruz is not a midfielder that sprints around like Kante and people like that. Like, he can't get about. If you sit on Cruz, it's way easier to mark him out of the game. Do you get what I mean? So what we meant was our midfield should overrun their midfield the same way. And let's be honest, Chelsea actually did what we should have done. And Chelsea don't have a better midfield than us. Chelsea just bullied them in their midfield. Chelsea made Real Madrid look proper irrelevant in those 2 games. Like, after them 2 games, you wouldn't have even known Real Madrid were about that European life. You would have felt like they're some dead any old, like a Benfica or somebody, the way Chelsea dealt with them. We should have done that. That's what we should have done to them. There's no way we should have let them do what they did. Do you know what I mean? We were the reason Real Madrid beat us. We didn't underestimate Real Madrid, so to speak. We just, for some reason, didn't turn up. And no one can ever explain that, why we didn't. I don't know. That was the weirdest game I've ever watched, ever. in Europe. But
Agreed. Guys, just want to say, if you're in the chat, banter's cool, disagreeing with each other's cool. Please keep it friendly. Please don't go over the top with it. If you do, you know what happens. We're gonna ban you. We're gonna kick you. Be easy, people. Like, we're very,
man.
yeah, we're very, very honored and privileged to like have the community we have, but let's not overstep the boundaries of other people.
And I'll just say it the Rago way.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
always
the Rago
maintain
way.
this as well. I'll always maintain this as well. If it's not something you'd say to someone's face in the street, do not type it. That's what I will say.
And all I'll say is this, yeah, what Cal said, and I'll just say it straight. Don't get too comfortable in it. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'll leave it there. Don't get too comfortable.
Very true.
We moved though.
All right. Next caller. LTM. You're on mute at the moment, bro. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, bro?
I'm good. Yeah, just before I start, I just wanted to start off by saying, obviously, AXA, our training facility partner or whatever, they're, allegedly is what they say, they support an Israeli bank that supports, the killing of Palestinians. So from now on, personally, I'll be boycotting all AXA training, clothes and stuff. And I hope, I just wanted to spread the message to, to your stream and to the listeners.
Thank you for sharing that, bro. And
Yeah.
yes,
But-
thoughts and prayers are with everyone in Palestine right now.
Trust me.
Palestine, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to speak to you guys about two things regarding the season. First one is, the injured players, our injury-prone players, Matip, Ox, Keita, obviously, and also the lack of trust Klopp has on his players, Origi, Minamino, all these players. Yeah, I think it's taking us like a huge step backwards, to be honest. We need to find a way to get rid of those players as soon as possible, or either I don't think these are the type of players that Klopp wanted, apart from probably Keita. But yeah, I think we really need to revamp the squad. So I just wanted to know, especially this season. This season really proved it. When all our original players weren't there, these players failed to step up. So yeah, I just wanted to know your opinion on that. And also yesterday, I saw a lot of backlash for some reason about our youth side losing to Aston Villa, and everyone was saying, "Oh, our youth aren't that good and stuff." I just wanted to obviously, Aston Villa's youth is something else, to be honest, physically and also talent-wise. So I don't think we should be going down that path of criticizing our youth and stuff. We did a good job to reach the final. We slapped up Arsenal's U-under-18s 3-0. And yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to just point that out. Just
Brilliant.
They're doing a good job. And yeah, they have a lot of talented players.
Thank you so much, LTF, because I'm glad someone said that about the youth game, because obviously not a lot of people follow youth team football purely because they just don't have the time to. I'm in a fortunate position where I can watch quite a bit of it. I'm glad someone said that, because the Aston Villa youth team is stupidly good.
Understand that fully.
But our first team struggled to beat their play.
I didn't like the backlash that our youth team got. They're not good enough and stuff, even from Liverpool fans.
Hey, bro, Minamino got bodied by 18-year-olds all game. That says a lot, bro. Minamino was getting roughed up. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. The center back next to Billy, I think he's gonna be better than Billy. I forgot the captain. I forgot his name. Gerald.
His name,
something like that.
His name evades me as well. But yeah, again, I don't want to pile on to Billy Cometto, but I don't think he's the guy that a lot of people think he is.
Yeah, I actually think he will be better than Billy, in my opinion. The one next to him.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all. Thank you,
Thank you very much, bro. Really
big up to you
appreciate
guys, your work and stuff.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate the support every week as well, bro.
Yes,
trust me, doesn't go unnoticed, man. Thank you, my bro.
Billy, do you know only reason why people talk about Billy is because when we knew we weren't going to sign a player, FSG started their PR shit. That's the only reason we even think about this Billy. You know what I mean? Like,
I actually feel so sorry for him,
Yeah, so do I, because he really got thrown under the bus, innit? Everyone was like, he's gonna be the new savior and all that, and then there's too much.
Man looks like I'm gonna be real. Like when I first even saw Komet, I just thought, okay, he looks for his age, like physical. But then from a defensive standpoint, when you actually watch him play, bruv, he's so raw. And I think for Klopp, even Klopp as well, I have to have a little go at Klopp. For Klopp to be like, yeah, we got Billy the Kid and all this stuff, it's like, bro, you're telling man he's fourth choice.
No, that wasn't Klopp, you know.
Bruv, I'm not saying Klopp said, like, word for word, Billy Kamata's fourth choice. I think what Klopp said is, we've got 3 centre-backs, which is Gomez, Van Dijk and Matip, and Fabinho was fourth choice. And he said, obviously, you know, he kind of did mention Komet as potentially being one that may have to fill in potentially fifth choice or whatever. And I remember because going back to Thingy's interview, I think it was or article, shall I say, with James Pearce. James Pearce, I think he even asked Klopp a question and maybe about Komet. And Klopp was like, no, I'm happy with the kid, and yeah, you never know what might happen this season, kind of thing. Basically trying to say like, we don't want to put him in there now, but obviously maybe if he does have to play, then I kind of trust him, which is what you should do for youngsters. Yeah. But when you actually go and watch the kid play, bro, I feel like what you said was true. It was like a whole PR thing because we weren't signing a centre back. Let's just put all our focus on this brother here, and he's going to be the savior. Like, what? Bro, shout out you NBA, man. They were talking, like, our PR guys were talking like Komet was going to be Zion Williamson, like the next truth, like the next big thing, bro. No, it's not that. Really
Someone in the chat just said you have to you have to say his name like Gloria from My Thing Can't Jump. Like Billy. Billy.
Shout out your NBA man there. Man thought man was Zion.
My Thing Can't Jump, that is the classic.
Just thought man was Ench. Man just thought man was Ench and I look at athletic and thought, yeah, he can.
You know, earlier, you lot missed the trick. You know when Ricky came on first, but you lot didn't know if he was there or not. You lot missed the trick, man. So much of the shouted, Ricky!
I did.
No, we did.
I didn't hear. I was listening, but I didn't.
Come on now,
come on, boys in the hood, bro.
But yes, we did that. We did the whole Ricky.
I could have sworn I didn't hear it.
No, man, I couldn't let that opportunity go, man. I couldn't let that opportunity go. Right. Sorry, we still got to speak about LTM. So, injury-prone players and lack of trust for certain players. So. Injury-prone players, Matip, Ox, and Naby. Unfortunately, I think they may have to be moved on. But I do agree that there are players in the squad that Klopp doesn't trust, and I don't actually want to speak about Origi in this bit, not because for argument's sake, it's just I do feel Klopp trusts Origi, but only in certain very, very specific situations. But the others, like Minamino in there, I don't think Klopp. Part of me doesn't even feel like Klopp wanted Minamino, if I'm going to be honest.
I can't say what I feel about Minamino in terms of like we'll get not shut down. I just feel like Minamino was brought in for maybe other reasons other than football.
Yeah,
man, kind of feels like it kind of goes down that route because I don't know. Like when Klopp is trying to shoehorn man and say like, I can. Like, I think they asked him, Jurgen, like, where do you think he can play? Yeah, Minamino, he's got the attributes. He can play out wide. He can play down the middle. It's like, bro, what is he?
Yeah, what is
he? Like, where does he play? Like, don't give me, he can play down. Just want to hear where he plays, bro. Even now at Southampton, man still don't know if he's a winger. Don't know if he's a false 9. I don't know if he's a 10. Man had 2 games, scored 2 goals, and some people were getting gassed. Like, Liverpool made a mistake. Like, we should have let him go. And look what happened now. Man didn't even get back into the Southampton team.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's actually quite a talented footballer, which is what's a shame.
He's tidy.
I think that's the perfect word, mate. He's tidy. He's just
tidy. He's tidy with it, Jeff, but it's all right being tidy, but where's like the boom? Like, where's the it's like
here's the thing that I think's mad about the team. Me and Matt spoke about this the other day, so I'll just briefly say it. there's a couple man in the squad, talking about who Klopp trusts and that. There's a couple man in the squad that I think have performed really well when they've been given a run.
Yeah.
Origi, Ox, Naby. I think when they've actually been given a run, they've performed really well. Naby at the back end of the season, albeit there was no pressure, he performed really well. He performed well enough to convince me he should maybe even start in midfield for the following season. When Ox got given that run, I think he was exceptional. We didn't even miss Coutinho, so to speak, because Ox was exceptional till he got that injury. Yeah. And Origi, you all know how I feel. Every time he's been given an opportunity, like in a real situation, he's grabbed it, he scored goals, and he's been very influential in wins that were important to us. And to a degree, Shaqiri. I don't think so much Shaqiri, but I think now and again, Shaqiri will do a little something. And then but the point I'm making is it's weird that whenever they play well, they don't get given another game to continue how well they've played. So they can never really get momentum. And I find it quite strange that Shaqiri could come on, like, score a goal, get an assist, and we'll be like, all right, Shaqiri done well, man. That last half an hour was beautiful. And then the next game, you would kind of maybe think, go on, give him a start. Just, you know what I mean? Let him follow on from that great cameo he did in the last game and let him get a little bit of momentum. But Klopp would just fling him back to the bench. And then the funny thing is, it'll be like 10 games later till we see him again. And it's like, how is he supposed to get any kind of form? But what's weird is, Ox will always get put back in no matter what the situation is. It don't matter what the situation is, he will always put Ox back in. And I don't know.
Maybe because of his positional versatility. Ox, again, this is not me saying I think Ox is exceptional in these positions, but he can play them and has played them.
Yeah, he can.
Right,
but
left, centre. But I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. But
he's a centre mid. But because he's athletic,
when he's come on though as a sub a lot, especially towards the back end of the season, the positions he's come on as has been right wing, left wing, and false nine.
Yeah.
So he's not even come on as a centre midfielder, really.
That's
so
true.
Again,
that is true. That is
so
true.
it's like
it must be his versatility.
So that's what I'm saying. So you would like, let's be honest, we wouldn't want to see Keita come on and play right wing, left wing.
Oh hell no! Oh
no!
Right, he would look.
Shaqiri could argue maybe right wing, at a stretch left wing, but definitely not false nine.
Well, Shaqiri can play 8. You know, remember he come on in one cup. No, so he started one cup game this season, and he pulled out.
Yeah, he did.
And he can play 10.
It was Lincoln, innit?
Yeah, I know it's only Lincoln, but I'm talking about the way how he was playing. It was like he played there before. And just right, because when it comes to Oxlade-Chamberlain, I've got nothing against him, but sometimes I kind of feel like we've seen Ox come on in a couple of games for the last 10, 15 minutes, and he does absolutely nothing. And like 2-3 games before that, you saw Shaqiri like get an assist for Jota, not Mega Man, where Nutmeg them got the assist, and you don't see my man for another 15 games, and he might not have even been injured. No, but I'm just, but I just use that as an example because I'm talking about that's something that Shaqiri can do on a regular if given time. Yeah. Oxlade-Chamberlain, don't get me wrong. Remember, there were games earlier in the season where he was playing games, and we were just like, bro, he can't even control the ball. Everyone in the chat was like, oh, Ox is finished. Look what the injuries have done to him. But yet we still see Ox give him more opportunities than other players. And I think to myself, right.
It is a little.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Joe Gomez. If Joe Gomez, and again, I pray to God it doesn't happen. If Joe Gomez comes back next season and picks up another few injuries or another bad injury, do we have to look at potentially moving Joe on as well? If he falls into that category of always being injured, regardless of his talent, regardless of how he picks up the injuries. Do we have to have a conversation about it as well?
Possibly. I think
at
the moment
he's in that category.
I think the main, not to sound contradictory to the thing we've been saying before about age isn't that big of a deal, but I think age is the only reason we've been a little bit more patient with him because he's younger still. I think if he was having these injury problems and he was 4 years older, I think everyone would have given up on him already, to be honest. I think the fact that he was 21, 22, was he now 23 coming up 24? People have been a bit more patient. I think if he'd have had these injuries that when he was 25, 26, 27, now he was 28, people will be starting to be a lot more, you know what, we got to move him on. I think his youthfulness is why he gets over the injuries as well. Because it's mad. We were talking the other day. He's had horrific injuries, like broken this, torn that, But
He
because
has,
he's
you
young,
know.
he can bounce back, and he ain't even lost no pace. What I'm worried about is as he gets older, these injuries are going to start affecting his athleticism. And then if he doesn't have the things that help him be as great as he is, then we might even be worried about him being able to fulfill his role in the team.
100%.
So, and you lot know how much I love Gomez.
Yeah.
Gomez is my guy, so I wouldn't want that. But
And again, the reason I asked that question as well is, and again, as much as I rate Joe Gomez, I do think he's got a few things he needs to still prove. But because of the injuries and stuff, there's an argument to say you can't really build your defense around him. But at the same time, is he good enough to come in as third choice? Because if you're third choice, you don't really get a run of games to get your sharpness. So can he come in and just be instantly good straight away?
Bro, technically, he's our second best defender.
Do you want to know something? Carl made a valid point.
But
what
he's
you're
rhythm,
saying,
though, Drift. Remember, when he gets into the flow, he's quality.
I was
Like,
going to
there's
say,
no two ways
Carl
about
made a
that.
valid point. What you're saying, Drift, in terms of attributes and quality, I think he is. But I still think I agree with Carl in terms of he is rhythm. Like, he has to play a run of games because I don't think Gomez is the type of guy that you can kind of bring him in and then bring him out again.
No, that's what's good about Matip. Matip is the type of player who can come in and go out and come in and go out. And
going back to Cal's original question, I would say it depends on Konate, because you see the whole Gomez thing. Like, if he has another, like, if Konate, dare I say it, has like, I don't know, a couple of niggles, whatever, and Gomez does, I think Gomez is safe. I think if Konate comes in, has a very solid season, doesn't get no injuries, and Gomez has like a ravaged injury season or whatever, that's only then where I might be a little bit worried. Even though I don't think we should pull the plug on Gomez at all. Not right now anyway. Like, remember, we got him for what, 2.5, 3.5 from Charlton.
3.5
yeah,
from Charlton.
He's absolute snippet. Look how much he's worth now, even with the injuries. And again, like Joe Gomez, even if he gives you 20, 22 games in the Prem, he could potentially help you win a Premier League title. He can, because I think he's that good. Let's not forget, people, when Joe Gomez and we're talking about earlier, Drift, when Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk had that little run of games, I don't know if it was 10, 11 games or whatever, but them man were on smoke. They weren't conceding nothing.
Virgil and Gomez were absolutely impregnable.
We didn't care about highlights.
You weren't getting through. That was
we didn't care about highlight. Remember the Chelsea game? Where Hazard broke free. And then
Willian broke free.
Was it Willian? Oh yeah, it was Willian. When Willian broke free, the head start Willian had. This man just went fast and furious mode and just put on the turbos and put on the nos and just took man out.
Remember, Gomez is the quickest player at the club, apparently.
Yes, out of him. Apparently, it's out of him. Over 100 meters, apparently, reportedly, it's Gomez, Van Dijk, and apparently Origi, you know.
Yeah, no, but I heard Gomez is actually officially Liverpool's fastest player.
Apparently, Origi can blitz though as well. I'm not even saying that.
But we know Origi's quick, and we know Van Dijk's quick, but Gomez is the quickest out of all of them.
But here's the thing, Konate apparently
can blow as well. All these men can blow.
Konate is quicker than Gomez, you lot.
Apparently.
I need to watch that race though.
Konate can shift.
These new humans, bruv, they're different, bro.
Konate can shift. Konate can shift still.
Usain Bolt changed everything. The moment he realized anyone over 6 foot can run very fast, Usain changed everything.
Is quick, bro. He's quick.
All right, gonna get in the next caller.
Not Kabak quick. I'm talking real quick. Certain man try. God, Kabak is quick, you know. He's quick. Okay, I'll watch him. See
absolutely quick, you know.
Innit?
Rudy.
Do you guys hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, clearly, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
Listen to me. I'm from Bulgaria, and I'm not really cool with English, but I'm trying my best.
Go for it, brother.
Yeah, cool, bro. Thank you as well from Bulgaria, bro. Massive, bro.
No problem, bro. You're the best. Matt, oh my fucking God, bro. You're a laugh. When you laugh, I laugh too.
No, big up, bro. Big up, man.
So this is my 2 questions. The first is, can you guys rate fucking hell, man. Can you guys do top 5 biggest clubs? I don't know how you will base it. History, fans, you will see. Second question is, With these three signings, I mean, Konate is a done deal. Maybe Bissouma or Newhouse, and maybe Silva or Rafinha. Do you think we can win Champions League or Premier League next season? And the third question is, who do you think is the goat to football?
Whew.
This is for me,
Okay.
guys.
Sound good questions, my bro. Good
Rudy,
questions.
your English sounds very good to me, bro.
Hey, trust me.
Very
Thanks,
good.
thanks, bro.
Bless
Thank you
up,
very much
bro.
for calling, man.
Thank you,
Thank
my
you for
bro.
the support.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye.
Take it easy, bro.
Talk soon, man.
Take care.
Quality call.
All right, big up, man. Nah, man
Big
from
up,
Bulgaria.
I mean,
we got fans all over.
technically, two of those questions aren't related to the season, and we're supposed to keep on track.
Yeah.
But big up Rudy for coming on, especially when it's not his
100%.
first language. So we'll still answer it. You know, I've got so much respect for people who talk in another language, man.
Bro,
do you know how much I wish I knew I don't care what it was. I don't even care if it was bloody, I was fluent in gibberish. I just wish I knew two languages.
I can speak a bit of French, you know, real talk.
What?
Yeah. All I know is the basics, bro.
I'll give you this, yeah. Je déteste Chelsea FC. J'adore à Liverpool. Yeah.
Bro, I remember
Chelsea FC.
I remember when I was young.
Manchester United. Why am I? Do you know what's so mad? Yeah. Sorry to just quickly. What's so mad is when you speak, yeah, like say you're speaking another language, yeah. Why am I trying to say Manchester United like in a different way? Why don't I just? It's so mad when you're not from. Why did I do like Manchester United? Why did I just say Manchester United? It's so mad, like when you try to speak another language. But nah, a little French.
I remember when I was in year 7. Don't quote me on this, but I'm sure à la piscine means a swimming pool. Yeah, I'm sure, and I remember when.
I hope so.
No, but the thing is, I remember I used to like saying it because in English, obviously, it's almost like you're swearing, but you can't get in trouble for it. So I used to just go around saying à la piscine, and people would be like, "What are you doing?" They'd be like, "Oh, it's a swimming pool. I'm talking French."
Man, who's the other one I did it? Steve McLaren when he went to Holland, didn't it? And started speaking like broken Dutch, bro.
Yeah, it's so mad.
No, he was talking English with a Dutch accent.
Yeah.
It was like, bro, what you taking?
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. I can count. Can you not count in French though? Like the base, you can in it. The basic.
Yeah, on these trois.
On those trois, quatre, cinq, six, seven. Yeah, I can do the counting, and I can do a couple of sentences, but
very
I'm
basic.
very basic.
Like,
very basic.
You are B2. Like I have that basic.
Yeah.
Like, basic, bro.
It's weird though, because me and the missus went France, I think for our 1-year anniversary after getting married, and we were only there for about 4 days maybe, but the time we were there, you pick up things. So when you are actually in another country and you try to actually embed yourself in it, you do actually pick up some of the words. So it can be quite good.
I've been to Nice as well. I remember when I was over in Nice, I started picking things up kind of fast, but that was years ago, like way back when I was young.
Here's what's mad, yeah. Me and the missus spent 4 or 5 days in Malaga, and the thing is, everyone spoke English. Like we went into a restaurant and they even had the English menu, and it was like raw. Like we didn't even need that. So
yeah, we do get, as people who speak fluent English, we get spoiled when we go abroad.
We do.
Yeah.
Because it's so universal. They kind of cater to you no matter where you kind of go a lot of the time. So it's that's true.
And apart from English, I can only speak Patois. That is it. So,
fair play, man.
You know.
All
right,
so the GOAT is R9. I think I can speak for
all. Oh yeah. Do you see what I sent you man in the group today?
Mine's different.
Hold on, who's the GOAT, Cal?
Messi.
Hold on. Pause. Just quickly, guys. Did you see what I sent you man in the group today with the Ronaldo thing?
I'm gonna watch it before bed.
Yeah, watched it.
No, I haven't. But I've been working. I've been working.
I know. Just sure they watched it.
No, but I was out. I ain't had a chance to watch it.
But it's only like 12 minutes.
No, bro, I was out, bro.
Log in today, bro.
What you telling me? What 12-minute lunch break? You could watch R9.
I had no lunch break today. Work was a slog, bro.
Man could have done a doo-doo on the toilet, and watched R9. Babe, I'm going to the toilet. Take a top. Man, watching up. Listen, the thing that I sent them people, yeah, was the I think it's from the Zone, innit? On their YouTube channel. It's about R9 and just a quick little rundown of his career and whatnot, bro. R9 is the GOAT. Drift is right, bro. And again, when people say Messi, or if anyone says Maradona, or if anyone says Pele, I'm not gonna curse you for that, you know. Like, I think whoever your GOAT is, that's personal to you. And I do think these conversations, there's been so many high-profile players. I don't think there's a wrong answer. It's just that for me, personally, what R9 did for me as a child, like growing up, and just brought me into football. Like, Drift will attest to this. Like, when we were growing up here, bro, when you saw Ronaldo had his own football collection of boots and the whole Nike thing, and like even back then, bro, he had the bald head from early. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, no one
he
cared.
didn't need to, bro.
Yeah, the buck teeth like me, no one cared. And shout out Ghetto because he's got them as well. Like, bro, there's a bag of us. Like, these things didn't matter when it was R9. Like, it didn't matter, bro. R9 for me just transcended football. And I think dare I say, without no R9, there's no Messi, there's no Ronaldinho, there's no CR7. But that's just my opinion. And I'm not saying it's gospel, I'm just saying, for me, R9 he's different, Cal. He's different.
No, look, so all right, so the way I've done it, and the reason why, I think Ronaldo is the best talent I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
But because of injuries,
I get you. I hear you because of the injury too.
That's it for me. Because Messi's consistency as well as his talent has been so phenomenal for such a long time. I think that's where it is.
Please don't be true. So I just saw something about Kane and Man City. I nearly.
The only thing I say, Cal, is could Messi have played football 3 or 4 stone overweight?
I don't know, but that doesn't mean he's better. That means Messi.
I'm just saying because Ronaldo was even carrying around his belly and dodging man up.
But then the argument on the other side is Messi was disciplined not to put an extra 3 or 4 stone.
Bro,
no, Ronaldo couldn't do anything.
Ronaldo played with one knee, bro. One knee. He went Real Madrid with one knee and said, "I'm giving everyone licks."
No, Cal, after the injury, Ronaldo actually could only train a certain amount of times a week because of the pressure his body could take. He wasn't able to be as physically, like, do you know what I mean? So obviously,
but doesn't mean, but 4 stone overweight is not.
No, I'm exaggerating. He was only about a stone and a half overweight. He wasn't 4 stone overweight.
And to be technical,
he couldn't keep his body the way it should be because he couldn't train like he used to, kind of thing.
And to be very, very technical, don't take this out of context, yeah. Lionel Messi, when he was younger, I think when he was about 14, had a growth problem in it. And if I remember correctly, like Barcelona got him the treatment, right? If I've got that correct, yeah.
That is true, yeah.
Bro, I don't know what they gave, man, but I've seen the film. I've seen Avengers. I've seen what they did to Captain America.
You're looking to get nicked, Matt.
Bro, I'm just saying, I don't know what they gave, man. Do you? No, can you sit there and say?
Don't ask me no question, bro.
I'm just asking you a question, yeah. There's man out there like Edgar Davids that gets done for Nangelo. I don't know what they gave Messi.
He's all natural.
I'm joking. I'm only
Barcelona,
joking. I'm
you're
joking.
Watching
Bro.
anyone at Barcelona, anyone who's associated.
I'm joking.
Messi, I don't want no smoke.
I'm joking. No, big up Messi.
In the opposite direction.
Nah, I'm joking. Big up Messi.
Trying to expose the government, you know.
I'm not gonna lie. They're coming for me now. I feel like I'm about to get a knock on my door. Or like, not even a knock, you know. All you hear is just me just do this.
What was the other question apart from the GOAT?
If we got Konate, Basuma, and either Silva or Rafinha, could we win the league or Champions League?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
And then top 5 clubs.
Of what? Liverpool first, obviously.
Then no. We're being honest. Real Madrid, then Liverpool.
Huh? No,
yeah, I think if we're talking of all time, I think Real Madrid go above Liverpool.
Oh, I thought you mean favorite. Like what?
Oh no, not favorite. Just top 5 clubs.
No, top 5 historically.
Okay,
of all time.
Okay, of all time. Then you have to go real Barca. Then real Barca.
No, I put Liverpool above Barcelona. You know.
Ooh.
I would go Real Madrid
above.
And because I was going to say real Barca in no order though, in no order. Real Barca.
Let me give my order.
AC, Bayern. Oh, sorry.
I go
go.
Real Madrid,
Yeah.
Liverpool,
Yeah.
AC Milan, Barcelona, Bayern Munich.
You got Barca too low. That's the only thing I'd say.
Barcelona are in the wilderness for a while, you know.
I was going to say, Matt, I think we're forgetting about a team, guys. Whether we like them or not.
Man United.
Nah, they ain't getting it.
No, but Man United can't. No, do you know what it is though?
I think Man United getting over Bayern Munich, personally.
I put
Bayern's the biggest in Germany.
In Germany, man.
And to be fair,
So what? Would you not put Man United above Juventus?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that, you know. I don't
The
know.
most successful team in England, and only behind us, and it's not even that far.
But
maybe
who's more successful than Juventus, though? Like real talk.
Remember, it's not just about trophies, because if we do that, we can like draw on teams that we ain't even heard of.
Cal, in your opinion, just quickly, who do you think is Man United's best ever player? In your opinion, just quickly, like if you
United's best ever player.
Yeah, who would you say is?
What, in my lifetime, or who I think?
Or just who you think, maybe, like, because I'm just trying to gauge something, because maybe we can kind of.
Wow, that's a tough one, you know.
Because you got a few, you got like I don't know, like Cantona. You got flipping. Some people might say Beckham. They might say
CR7's in the conversation.
Cristiano. They might say Roy Keane. I'm just
George
like
Best.
George Best. Yeah, let's go George Best. Yeah, because I think
and the Charlton brothers.
Yeah. Big up Jack Charlton. You know. For real.
All right, you know what? If you don't want to put Man U in there, I won't argue with you. But I wouldn't put Man U in the top 5.
But here's the thing. I think it's best. I think it's best. Yeah, but when you go to Juve, bruv, Buffon, yeah, Del Piero, Nedved, Thuram.
Bro,
see that?
No, I hear you. But we're talking about the club, though.
No, but I'm just saying though, when you look at some of the players that they've had on both teams. It's how you want to gauge it. Because if you want to do trophies, I don't know how it adds up, but Juve got hella trophies, bro.
They have, but I think you've got to look at the competition as well, because dare I say...
but Juve played in an era with AC, Inter, and Lazio, but remember, we're talking...
Yeah, when the Italian League was the
Italian League was the hottest.
But Juventus weren't cleaning up, though, were they?
No, but they were doing bits,
though.
No, they were doing bits. Bruv, Man United went on a run where they were cleaning it up.
Yeah, but then your argument would also
in the Premier League, you mean?
But who was their rival?
I think when Man U were at their peak, the Premier League was actually kind of weak, to be honest with you.
It was Arsenal.
It was just Arsenal, really.
And then it was Chelsea.
Even when Chelsea come through, they still compete. Up until Fergie left, even with Man City, they competed with Man City.
No, Man United is huge. I'm not being disrespectful. I just think the other clubs. I think Man United's got more fans than those clubs. But we're just looking at the club for what the club is. European and domestically, Man United's only got 3 Champions Leagues, and I don't even mean to be
I forget David's.
Like, I don't even mean to be like, disingenuous or whatever. But have Man United won the UEFA Cup? I know they've won the Europa League, but did they even win the UEFA Cup?
They were always in the Champions League, bro.
No. We got a cup back in the day. The UEFA Cup was a big trophy, so
they won. Remember, they were always in the Champions League, bro. With Fergie, I think their lowest finish was maybe 3rd.
No, but they would have been in the UEFA Cup before the Champions League was changed from the European Cup, because back then Man United weren't that great.
But I think Juve, how many Champions Leagues have Juve got?
I think Juve's got 4, I think.
They ain't got 4. They definitely ain't got 4.
2 or 3, I think. Maybe.
Are you sure?
They haven't got 4.
Is it 2 or 3 Juve?
Another club, Ajax.
No, do you know what?
Ajax has to get a shot, but I don't think they make top 5. I don't think they make top 5.
No, Ajax don't make top 5.
Ajax,
you've only got 2.
Yeah,
no, but
Man U over Juve then. If Juve's only got 2, I thought Juve had 4. I put Man U over Juve then.
If we were older, dare I say it, I think we'll be talking about Ajax. You're forgetting where a lot of these players were birthed, fam.
No, but I feel like Ajax have been they haven't been good for too long to be in that conversation.
It's hard to say. It's what it is. It depends on the time period that you're setting.
And before our time, Ajax unquestionably, but they've been gone for too long
Ajax
to be
involved.
It's I was gonna say the time span. It depends where you want to start the time span.
No, but Nottingham Forest have got 2, right?
No, 1.
No, they got 1.
They're bigger than Arsenal.
No, hold on. Did Nottingham Forest win it twice, or is it Aston Villa? Who's the English team?
I think they both won it once each.
Are you sure?
As far as I know.
I think Nottingham Forest won it once.
Anyway, that's my. I'll put Man U 6 then.
Fair enough.
And you know, if you want to argue Man U over Bayern Munich, I'll let you have it.
No, that's again, it's a debate to be had. Really,
Bayern Munich got 6 Champions Leagues with us, yeah. Milan 7.
Bayern got 6.
I think when they won the other day, they equaled.
So we got Milan.
Real Madrid got 13. Milan have 7.
Yeah.
Us and Bayern Munich have got 6 each.
6, yeah.
And then
Barcelona must have about 5 minimum.
Barcelona have got 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe Juve after that, maybe or something.
No, Juve's only got 2 apparently. So after that, maybe
they got 2.
Probably be the next in line then.
Right, man.
No, Ajax and Man U have got 3 each, right? No, Ajax have got 4. Man U got 3, right?
Yeah.
I think considering all those clubs are dominant in their domestic league.
Yeah, I think that's how you. Yeah.
I would personally just say, arguably, you got to say Milan's above Liverpool. Then I guess that how many European trophies you have kind of is the gauge, really.
Bro, Milan, especially in the 90s and that. Bro, Milan was early 2000s. Massive.
Goodness.
But then we've got 3 or 4 UEFA Cups though, which add on to the 6 Champions Leagues.
It's hard. It is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to gauge because again, Drift. It depends on time span. It depends on what you want to base it on. Because if we're basing it on trophies, then you have to look at who's most successful. I think it's a mixture of everything. That's why I feel like it's hard to kind of like when you said Man United or whoever said Man United, I was like, yeah, do you know what? But then I was like, no.
We forgot about a massive name, Everton.
Yeah, Carl, we got 3 UEFA Cups. I knew we had 3 or 4.
3, yeah.
So we've got 9 European trophies. That's huge.
What about Spurs?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Spurs, you know, Harry Kane and the man them.
Right, let's get the next caller in. Cow's Netto Army. Can you hear us?
Whoa. Alright, fine, me use the adapter or something.
Bro.
Cow's Netto Army. Site is going majorly wrong your end, bro.
Bro. We gotta bring
I'm after mute, man. I'm not even joking.
Sorts that out, man.
Hello?
Yeah. You're back now. You're back now. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was just closing the blind and that. What are you man saying?
Yo, that mic noise is crazy, bro. You gotta try and get that fixed, man.
I swear, I may have to change my name to you. You know, Amazon are cheaper than FSG. You get me?
I'm gonna start your 1 minute 30 now, yeah.
All right. What's it called? We finished off this season. We finished top 4. What else do you have to say? I don't care. I would have loved it to be Leicester that finished top 4 with us, but it is what it is, isn't it? So what's it called? I've compiled a little bit of a game to play. So I'm gonna ask Kal, A, B, or C.
I'm ready.
Pick one. A, B, or C.
C for my name. C.
Ooh, you got Luis Suarez.
Is this? Oh no, so we are sticking to just season reviews on this one, though.
Yeah, this is season reviews. So my question is to you: this Luis Suarez, if we were signing him next season, would you be happy?
I'll answer that quickly.
And I'm not talking about what's it called in about his manner or a human being, because I'm not particularly fond of him. But as a football player, if I were to tell you tomorrow Luis Suarez is signing, would you be happy?
I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Because I hate the guy.
That's what I mean. So I said not as a human, so I'm saying as a football player.
I have to take into consideration. I have to. I can't negate the fact that he's been racist. He's been biting people. he's he's a dirtbag on a football pitch. I can't just ignore those things. It's like me saying, you can be
I
with
hate him
someone,
as well.
but if you
I
kiss
can't
that
lie, I
girl,
hate
she's
him as
gonna
well.
kill you. Like, it's gonna kill you. I can't ignore it.
For real.
To be honest though, Cal, I understand what you're saying, but come on, we have to be real. If you're talking about career-wise at Liverpool Football Club, he's the greatest player to ever play for our club.
He's one of
If you're talking about players that play for careers.
Look, as a footballer, phenomenal footballer. As a person, I don't want him anywhere near this squad. Anywhere near.
That's your opinion, but for me, I think we need to get him next summer. And I'm not saying because of what he's done, because he's a dirtbag, but he's a dirtbag that can help us win a Premier League or a Champions League. That's my opinion.
He could, you're right. Footballing ability, he could, but I don't want to sacrifice morals for trophies. That's like me saying I'll do anything for money. I'm not that guy. I never have been, never will be.
FSG are those type of people, but they own our club.
No, that you're right, but that doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. I can't sit here and celebrate someone who's done these things. Like in the same way I don't listen to music from a certain artist because he's done a certain thing. I can't separate art from the person. And again, maybe that's me being wrong. It's not me. It's not me. But I see where you're coming from with it.
Okay, Drifty, you picked C, didn't you? What's it called, Kal? Okay, so Drifty, A or B?
B.
Oh, you picked FSG. So my question for you right now, this is the perfect question. This is the perfect question. So, and I picked it for you, Drifty. I thought you were gonna pick this as well. I remember also after the Super League thing, you said you wanted to milk them. So my question to you is this: what are we gonna milk FSG for? Because if you're looking about what we paid for year on year without sales, we've only spent £22.7 million every summer. So when you're saying we're gonna milk them, what is there to milk? Do you really think FSG care about us? Do you really think they're gonna put the money in their pockets to spend money for us? Do you really think that? Do you really expect us to get the Mbappe's, Haaland, Kane? No, we wouldn't even get Patson Daka because, in my opinion, we won't get Patson Daka unless we get Celerigi. That's how this club moves. That's how FSG moves. They don't care about us. They don't care. The club representation on the board. They're not giving them any veto power. Well, what's the point? That's my question to you. Do you really think that? What are we gonna milk? That's my question. What are we milking from them?
Cool. I'll give Matt his question and obviously we'll chop it up. So what was A?
All right. So your A, Matt. Matt, A is a Neto or Rafina. This is perfectly poised for every single.
This was rigged, you know. This was rigged.
I hit the jackpot. I hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
Right,
no, we'll chop that up now, then, bro.
100%. 100%.
By the way, Cal, you can answer the Neto and Rafina if you don't like what he says.
Cool. Nice one. All right, take it easy, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right, bro.
Big up, man.
I'll go first, obviously, while Matt mulls over the 2 seconds it's gonna take him to even.
I gotta think hard. Let me sip my drink.
Do you know what it is about milking them, Neto's army? Yeah. Sometimes I feel like something can happen that might be able to change the way things go, just based on maybe guilt or like, I don't know, like pressure. And when I say we got to milk them, I mean like maybe we've got to try and get them to do what they've never done before because they realize they need to make up to us. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like we can apply pressure. I don't think they're going to end up being like Man City or Chelsea where we just get anything we want, but we can get more out of them than we like. If we're being completely honest, even the way we're moving on Konate quickly almost feels a bit un-FSG-ish. When do we ever just go and get something done straight away?
Fabinho.
Fabinho. Oh, yeah.
Miko, when you said that, I swear now, Miko, brain processor. Fabinho.
All right, cool.
But that's an anomaly, though.
But that was the only time when we've really ever just gone and just got it done like that. Do you know what I mean?
Look how long it took to get.
I think Jota we got done pretty rapid as well.
No, but that was at the end of the window, though, Cal.
No, that
Yeah.
wasn't at the end.
No, but
Well,
he
we
was
got
like, what? He was our
Thiago
last
before we
signing.
got Jota. Look how long we waited for Thiago. Bro.
Thiago took about 3 months.
Yeah, but
I know we got the deal done quickly, but I mean to like make the effort to go get him. It was still coming to the end of the window though.
Some people are saying Jota. Yeah, maybe though. Jota was a kind
Because
of.
we got Thiago before Jota, and we were waiting for Thiago for weeks.
Actually, do you know what? No, do you know what? They're kind of right. Jota was kind of quick because if you remember, shout out
guys,
Grizz.
I don't mean how quick we got to say we want him, and then the deal is done. I mean, as in acting fast, as in like the window hasn't even opened yet, and we're on it already. You get what I mean? Like,
Colo Torre is the only one that comes to mind.
This is what I'm saying. So maybe that was them all already realizing, shit, these lot are on us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And do you want to know
I love
something?
that song. I love that song.
Here's one thing I will say as well about FSG. I don't rate them, and I don't like the way they move for about 70-80% of what they do. Yeah. But one thing I will say is I think they are owners who are a lot easier to get on board with realizing their wrongs than people like the Glazers and what's his name from Arsenal. Because even the fact, and again, it might just be PR, so I'm not trying to fall for anything, but even the fact that Henry, out of all of them, felt like, shit, I've got to even make a video because they need to at least see my face during the apology. They pulled up on that Glazer, brother, and he just ignored the woman, shut the car, and blew up. He didn't even give a shit, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? And like, so what I'm trying to say is, I think that they can maybe be forced to realize they're wrong enough to milk something out of it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just maybe enough. Like, at least I saw Jay Henry and his wife on the jet when we won the Champions League coming back because they were there. I'm just a little bit better than other people. That's all I'm saying.
You know what?
They're a little bit better than other people.
Is it this way? FSG strike me as the type of owners. You know, you've got those friends or family members that will come to your birthday. They'll only speak to you once a year and it's your birthday. They'll come and I don't know, they may start helping in the kitchen and tidying up after the raves and all that. And they want everyone to see that they're making pure effort in it. But you know you're not going to hear from them again until your birthday next year.
There are people there, you know.
They're the sort of ones where
it's true.
All right, put it this way, Drift. Let's say me and you, we both got our missus, we both did something wrong. I go home, I apologize, I sit her down for an hour in private, apologize and be like, look, I was wrong. I'm really sorry. I'm going to change my ways. I'm going to make it. I'm going to go therapy. I'm going to do all these things. But you go on social media. You take pictures of the flowers you bought her, the chocolate. You know, long paragraph. Babes, I'm sorry. I messed up.
I'm so sorry.
You know you're my only one. But they're both apologies, innit? The only difference is one's doing it publicly, the other one's doing it in private, innit? Like, that's what FSG strike me as. They're that, oh, I'm getting you flowers and I want the world to know it. But really and truly, you're still doing your nonsense, innit?
No, but what's a little bit different to that is that video allowed us to see a face to the apology instead of some dead piece of paper where like,
bro,
what you're saying is right.
Apology, though. It's pretty Drift. Was you happy with the apology, though?
You lot know that I'm not back. I was the first one publicly to say FSG out. You lot know I'm not backing them. What I'm saying is, I feel like our owners are the lesser of the evils, and I feel like our owners are ones who can maybe be more twisted to get on side to get what we want out of it.
No. So
you think that the Glazers and what's his name from
what
Arsenal
they basically did is
aren't worse owners than us.
That was your Valentine's present, bro. That's what they did.
Yeah, so it is though, dude. Well, you know, like if you say something is evil, it's just evil. It doesn't matter. Or there's no spectrum, bro. There's no spectrum to evil.
There are spectrums to evil.
Listen.
But if I walked in the room and I slapped you and I punched Cal, and then after I punched Cal, I kicked him, both things were messed up, but it was worse what I did to Cal. Yeah? Right? So there are worse evils. There are.
Nah, bro.
No, I agree with that, Matt. I agree. There are worse evils. Evil is evil, but there are still worse acts within evil. But I'm just saying. I'll be honest. I just think John Henry, he knows how to manipulate our fan base. I think that's what it is.
That apology, like, come on now, like, let's be real. That apology was Did you think that apology was heartfelt?
You lot are grabbing onto the apology. I shouldn't even have said the apology. What I'm saying is, what
fellow
they've done,
American.
what they've done since they come to Liverpool,
LFC.
in my opinion, is better than what the Glazers and what Gazidis have done at the other two clubs. Yeah, and in my opinion, our owners can be milked by being pressured into it more than I think the other two owners.
They can't be milked.
So I'm thinking, put pressure on them and try and get what we can out of them while we have some leverage. That's all I'm saying. While we have some leverage, put pressure on them and try and get what we can. And if we don't get anything out of it, then they're even worse than, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, put pressure on them and try and get what we can.
Shall I show you exactly what happened?
Because I'm sure all of you lot, will come to the conclusion of what I said was true. They're not going anywhere.
No, your idea is right. No, but
they're not going anywhere. You lot have accepted that now, right?
But hear what I'm saying. Your idea
they're
is
not
right.
going anywhere.
No, your idea is right. You want to pressure them and get the most out of them before they go, yeah? But the thing is, though, Jeff, this is just what I think anyway. Even if you pressure them, I don't think, like, they've shown what they're about, right? So whether we pressure them or not, they're still only going to do what they want to do, bro. It doesn't matter if we pressure them. What you're saying is true. I would like to think, though, that as a fan base, like, if we was to, like, you know, put so much pressure on them that they might do something different. I don't think that they will. I think they've kind of already shown what they're about. And you see the Super League, bro. That's when that's when they really got caught, you know. That's when they really got, and there was no going back from that.
But we've still got to try and rinse them because they're not going anywhere.
No, we can try, but why do we
show
think
you
we're gonna
exactly what happened?
Rinse
with
them
the
would mean like try and get go.
I'll show you exactly what happened with the apology, and as soon as the camera's cut, so this is what happened. And y'all, I'm sorry. Cut. LeBron, we got him again. Watch the fan base on this one, LeBron. Them Cronkays, them Glazers, they so stupid. Imagine that. All that dudes gave for a camera for a couple minutes, said a couple words, and now look. Got him again. Cha-ching. Got him again. You know we ain't LeBron. Hey, LeBron, you know we ain't spend no money, baby. We gonna keep that in house, baby. You know we gonna be good. Hey, Leonard, get that old steak, that steak on the barbecue. Hurry up. What a well done.
Bro.
You know we like it, baby. LeBron, catch you soon, homie. Catch you soon. Yeah, LeBron, get Kid in the call for me. He ain't coming either. That's exactly what happened.
That's exactly
no, but
what
you lot talking about you lot are dwelling on that apology. I only made the point to show at least our owners faked it. Like the other guys didn't even give a shit.
No.
Because you know your example. I'll be honest with you. That uncle is still an arsehole for being that way. but honestly, the uncle who don't even give a shit and make the journey is still a worse uncle.
No, but when the apology was that bad, do you know what it is?
At least there's a moment in time where you can sit Stevie down and be like, do you remember when Uncle such and such came around that one time? And at least you can go, oh yeah, he did. At least I've seen his face in real life. But the other uncle that ain't even made one effort is still a worse uncle. So they're both bad. But at least he came one time and showed his face and hung out for the day. So what I'm saying is they are evil, but they're still worse evil.
They got caught out, bro. They got caught. You see when they released that little statement that didn't say sorry, bro. When everyone got outraged, that's the only reason why J.W. Henry gave that speech. 100%.
But this is what I'm saying.
Bro,
so that means that
statement.
that means that maybe they do bend to pressure then. Because I tell you what, that Glazier brother. But would you rather it was John Henry walking through the car park telling him to shut him out and get his face? And
he didn't tell her to shut him out. He just ignored her, bro.
No, obviously I'm paraphrasing, but he might as well have.
Bro,
if I walk up to you and I say something and you cut your eye at me and walk off, you're basically telling me to shut my mouth.
All right,
and that's what he did to the woman.
All right, but Drift, I'm gonna switch it on you now, yeah.
Would you rather that was Jay? Would you rather that was Jay Henry?
You're giving FSG too much props because they gave an apology.
I'm not giving them props. I'm telling you that we can lean on them.
Drift, real quick.
Can't lean on nothing. Them are the hologram, fam. They want to lean on
it this way, yeah, Drift. Let's say, for example, Kopish split up tomorrow, yeah, and imagine someone on the street just come up to you and is like, Drifty, I need to know why Kop-Ish split up. And you're like, I don't want to talk about it. And they're just following you around Tesco, bro. You telling me you're gonna be all right with that?
Yeah, you're gonna start talking to man, yeah?
No. I tell you what you'd have to do. You'd have to say something different because that is something that is private within us. What they did, we deserve to know. Man United fans deserve to know something about how we feel it.
Yeah,
it's
on their terms. They say it on their terms, not when just one random report.
No, that's still different. That's still different.
No,
That's
it's
not
the
a good
same.
example. No, it's not. That's not a good
Bro,
example.
if you're being pressured into saying something that you don't necessarily want to say at that time, why do you have to speak? Just because a man says to you,
here's an example, Cal.
Speak up.
Here's an example, Cal.
Nah, man.
And obviously, this is completely false. You cheat on your wife, yeah?
What are you doing, bro?
And get caught, yeah?
Bro, man,
no, because this is the
else?
example I'm giving you.
You cheat on your wife.
And you know who the fans are?
Man,
the fans are her family, yeah? So you're on road and her family see you and they come up to you like, Cal, you got to explain what was going on there, bro.
I'll be honest, bro. If I see
There's no way you can just walk off and get in the car and not say shit.
Bro, if her dad rolls up on me, I'm running off, bro.
No, but you lot, stop making it so literal. I'm giving you an example to show you what the example is. If any of our family saw you on road and came up and said, Cal, what's that all about, man? What was that? You are not able in that moment to just get in your car and breeze out and not say nothing. You would have to have a conversation.
I would say, can I call you later, please?
No, you would have to have that conversation.
No, I wouldn't have to, Drift. It's on me whether I decide to.
But he's telling you what he would do, though.
All right, fair enough. But in my opinion, you kind of owe it to the family to at least like give them a little something. They're there right there asking you, bro, what are you doing? What have you done?
I'm gonna lie, Drift. This is a bit of. I hope the missus don't watch this one back still.
You're putting
hypothetical.
I know.
You're putting him in some serious apple tree.
Hypothetical, man. Flip it.
You're trying to put mine in a crumble, fam.
Look,
I'm
getting way too literal with it, bro.
Look,
no. But
I just want some
aside,
Yardi owners, man. I just want some Jamaican owners. That's why.
Trust me. All I'm saying is this, though. No matter what situation you're in, yeah. If you don't want to talk about something, you don't have to talk about it, innit? Like, I know some people might be like, I owe them this, but it's within your own time, regardless whether it's about football, whether it's about people cheating, whatever. You are allowed to say in your own time or whenever that is, no, do you know what? Yeah, now's not the time. Like, or just be like, do you know what? I'll speak to you later.
Are you allowed to do that if you've affected somebody else with your actions?
Bro, listen to what. Yeah, because you see the Glazers. No one's saying what they did is right, bro. But if a man's sticking a microphone and you're just going to get something to eat or you're going to a meeting, a man to stick a microphone in your face like, yeah, so basically Super League, yeah? Man needs to know what's going on right now. But what if I don't want to talk to you? I don't want to talk to you. Like, that's just allow it. If I want to talk, I'll talk, innit? That's why I think it's a thing where just because J.W. Henry answered the call, that don't make him better. Bro, that interview was so bad. Bro, that interview was so slack, it was in his yard. It was in man's yard. He didn't even care.
I'm not defending. Listen,
he didn't even care at that point what the kitchen looked like. He's standing there or sitting down and he's going, he basically might as well have said, my fellow Americans, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I ain't defending FSG. I ain't defending them, but I tell you what, I would prefer we had them as owners than Man U or Arsenal's owners. That's all I'm saying. And I also feel like we can lean on them. I feel like we can lean on them.
You can't lean on nothing that's not there. What are we leaning on?
It's been 11 years.
No, but now they've messed up to the point where they've given us a bit of leverage.
What do you think we're going to get if we lean on these brothers?
At least the squad will improve, which is at the end of the day, fundamentally, what we need is success on the pitch.
They kind of do that, but on a bare minimum anyway. Lean on them.
And that's why I'm saying let's lean on them and try and get better players than we would normally get.
Bro, when you say lean on, man, I'm talking about, let's be real. Lean on, man, is, you know, when you get something, when you're pressuring, man, lean on, man, to get a little something, bro, that's got to be Mbappe. It can't even be like, no disrespect to these players, it can't be a Rafinha or even a Neto. Leaning on, man, means you're giving me something that I was not expecting before. I'm applying that pressure where you go out of your way to make us fan base happy. These men are doing that, in my opinion.
Fair dues. Right, we're going to bring in two more callers, guys.
We'll probably
So
get Pats and Dakajish if we lean on these brothers. All right, it's peace. You know I'm right though, Jeff, innit? You know what lean on, man? Bare pressure. Yeah, LeBron. Hey, Bron. Hey, Cal, you do. Yo, Bron. We got these man Pats and Daka. These men are happy.
LeBron, they want this Mbap. Why they want Mbap? Why they want him so bad? I mean, he ain't got more goals than Dake. He ain't got more goals than him.
Dake.
He way cheaper. He way cheaper. Just LeBron block Mbappe on everything. Cut him off your Insta. Getting these fans riled up. I don't need that drama right now, LeBron. I got Red Sox kicking off soon. Come on, man. You can help me out now. Back. I don't want him. We get Daka. Okay? Bob.
Shut up, man, saying daycare, bro.
All right, guys, I'm going to bring in 2 more callers. If you don't get on today, just drop me a DM and I'll make sure you guys definitely get on Friday. So, next caller, Raksing. Raksing, it has been a while, bro. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, guys. How you doing? You right?
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Long time.
Look, it's difficult with FSG, right? Okay, so 1 second. Just going back to the whole Italy Juve thing. I used to live in Turin, so I know a little bit about Juve. Actually, Juve are by far the biggest team in Italy. The traditionally two biggest teams are Juve and Inter, and Milan came in when Berlusconi was, basically invested, and that's when they picked up all their Champions Leagues. But actually, Juve and Inter are traditionally two biggest clubs, and the derby between them is called a Derby d'Italia, which basically means the derby of Italy. So that's a little bit of the background, and part of the reason why you do tend to change. If I'm saying Derby d'Italia, I say it in an Italian accent, and when you sometimes say, if I say Liverpool, I say Liverpool because it makes it a little bit more understandable for an Italian person if I did rather than say Liverpool in a Cockney accent or a Scouse accent or whatever the case may be. So
I hate
it kind of works. That was my logic anyway. Look, most Liverpool fans aren't going to like what I have to say, but FSG they get a lot of hate, but some of it absolutely justified, but there doesn't seem to be enough balance in the whole debate, in my opinion, because they've absolutely made mistakes, but everyone talks about transfer spend, for example, and yet we've got the second highest wage bill in the UK, and people will say, "Oh yeah, wages, you have to pay wages," but they're both money. They come out of the same budget, and if you're gonna have a balanced argument, you need to take into account all the finances of the club. And look, they don't take money out of the club. That's proven in the accounts. I think when you guys had what's his name from Liverpool University on, he basically said FSG don't take money out of the club. They have a model, but they don't take money out of the club. The club has to be self-sustaining, and people look down on being self-sustaining as a bad thing. But self-sustaining is what 99% of the world has to do. And I'm not being funny. I don't want a handout like Chelsea have got. To be fair, even Chelsea now are running a self-sustaining model. But Roman doesn't really finance them in the same way that he used to. City do, but I don't want to get bought by a country which uses us to sports wash. That's just I think for me that goes against fundamentally what Liverpool stands for. You could argue FSG did that when they furloughed staff as well, and I 100% agree with that. But there just needs to be a bit of balance, and that's where I'm coming from basically.
I do get your point, right? Genuinely, I do get your point, and I think that's the reason why I'm saying I feel like there's a little bit more morals within how they are in regards to others. Why I think we can maybe get them to feel a bit guilty for what they did, and maybe get them to do a little thing here and do a little thing there for us, whereas people like the Glazers wouldn't. And that's why I agree with you, as you said, they don't take money out, whereas the Glazers do. And obviously Kroenke, he actually uses Arsenal to get loans to do other stuff with other things and stuff. So I get where you're coming from. That's what I'm saying. FSG are bad, but I don't think they're as bad as the other owners. That's what I've been trying to say to these lot.
Like in terms of Premier League owners, how many owners in the Premier League would you say are better than FSG? Like, okay, Chelsea fans probably will say that they like Roman more. City fans, obviously, and maybe Leicester. But after that, I mean, I don't know really. If you think about it in those terms.
All right, so I hear where you're coming from. When it comes to the wage bill, what I will ask you is, how long have we been second in the wage bill?
This year, the last accounts and this accounts. So it's 2 years, 2 years going back, last 2 years.
All right, so 2 years out of 11 for me, being here, that can't constitute an argument for the lack of transfer funding that they've given us over the 11 years. So I hear your point with the wage bill, but what I would say is I want to see what the wage bill is going to be next season when we haven't won anything and all we've done is qualify for Europe. I think that would be a more fair reflection, because the reason why our wage bill is higher is because we've won stuff. Therefore, us winning things, we brought in more money to subsidize those extra wages. So for me, the wages being paid out shouldn't take away from the transfer money, because that money has been accounted for because we're winning things. In the same way, if I sell 10 mobile phones instead of one, I get more commission because the mobile phone company is making more money off me.
But the money, all the money is staying in the club. The money's not being siphoned off or something, which is what a lot of people imply. There's like, oh, FSG are greedy, they're taking all the money out, which isn't actually.
No, that I agree with. That they're not doing that. But what I will say in terms of the money stuff, so for example, people say they paid for the new stand, they paid for the training facility and things like that.
It's a loan.
They didn't. They loaned us that money and we're paying them back. Yeah. So effectively, we're still paying for that. So, and again, I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is with the narrative. So say, for example, let's say, for example, I bought you a Liverpool top, but you gave me the money back. I can't walk around and be like, look what I've just done for Rack. I bought him a Liverpool top. I'm so great. But really and truly, you're paying me. You're paying me for that Liverpool top.
Sure.
Which again is another narrative that frustrates me. Again, with FSG, I see what you're saying in terms of sports washing and things like that. But here's the thing. It's not just like if you go back through their whole tenure at the club, there's always been something going on. Whether it be the furlough, whether it be the European Super League, whether it be Project Big Picture, the women's football team. Like we talk about ethics of the club. We're talking about treating everyone equally. They have done the women's football team dirty, like really, really bad. Mm-hmm. Like we should have one of the best women's team in the country, but we don't. The issue I have with FSG, and I always have this issue, is they're good owners, but we aren't a good team. We're an elite team. So I want elite players. I'm not sitting here saying I want the fourth best player in his position. I want the best player. Therefore, I want the best owners. And again, I'm going to ask you a question now. Why is it you wouldn't want someone like Man City's owners who have come in and not just spent money on the club, they've spent money on the training facilities, spent money on the infrastructure, spent money on the community, because FSG haven't done anything for the Liverpool community. In fact, they've kind of like destroyed the community in and around Anfield to expand as well. So again, for me, we can look at some of the good they've done, and I'll never forget some of the good they've done. But I think we don't speak about the bad enough as well.
Yeah, well, I think, to be fair, I think we speak about the bad a lot more than the good. But
probably on here we do.
But you make some valid points about the women's football team, for example, and the further. Look, basically, Man City are being used, and I don't want Liverpool to be used. For me, that is worse than any, especially what all that kind of stuff covers up. Now, don't get me wrong, you don't become a billionaire by being a saint. And I'm not suggesting that John Henry is a saint and the companies he invested in, he's a hedge fund manager, that's why how he made his money. I'm pretty sure that he's invested in some shady shit over the years. But for my football club, or our football club, it's all of our football clubs, I want the best for it, and I don't see a problem with us being self-sustaining. Like, what does the best owner look like? Does the best owner look like someone who shovels loads of their own money in? Because for me, that's kind of like just looking for a handout, and that's not really what I want. I want us to be self-sustaining, successful, and grow. And maybe my vision is different than other people's vision, and maybe I've got it wrong. But that's kind of how I
No,
look
do you know what?
at it.
Let me come in. Let me quickly come in. Let me say something quickly. Rack, I hear everything you say, and I really understand some of your points.
Sorry, really quickly,
but
Matt.
just
Guys in the comments who are disrespecting Rack, unless you want to come on here and have a debate, or unless you've got something constructive to say, kindly piss off. Like, don't
for real,
do
because
that.
he's articulating
Like,
it perfectly.
yeah,
like this is a friendly debate. It's not even about who's right and who's wrong. It's just about opinions on what you feel like
He's not
should
come
be
on here.
best
Like,
for
Rack's
Liverpool.
not come
Yeah,
on here and started mouthing off. He's come with
for real.
facts.
We're a Kopish
And he's
community,
having
man. We
he's
can't be
having
doing
an
stuff like that,
articulate conversation.
even if we
Don't
disagree.
disrespect him. If you don't want to be here, don't watch.
If I say
Don't come
anything
back.
else disrespectful in the chat, you're getting kicked. I don't care who your name is. I don't
Go
really
for it.
care.
Go for it, man.
But yeah, Rack, what I was gonna say is I really respect what you're saying. But the thing is though, Rack, because let me ask you this year. So when you started supporting Liverpool, like what was the feeling that you had? Did you think obviously you thought we was the best club and obviously we attract the best players? Now with FSG, I get the whole sustaining thing, right? I fully understand that. But again, is it wrong to look at other teams who maybe don't even have our history and our prestige and see that they are doing a better job than what we are? Because then I'll give you an example. Harry Kane, top striker in the Premier League. We kind of already know deep down as Liverpool fans, we're not even in the race. And you see self-sustaining, yeah? I do like that idea because, again, you got to be smart with it. But why can't we every now and again go out and get Harry Kane? So I'm not even saying be like a Man City and just go and spend 200 million every single summer. I'm saying when these top players become available, why can't we do this? Because you look at our commercial value, you look at some of the deals that we've put in under FSG, the commercial stuff, they've actually done an amazing job. They've got us the Nike deal. Harry Kane actually sponsored by Nike. Why aren't we in that running? That's what frustrates me as a Liverpool fan. Because, let's be real. If we saw right now on the yellow banner on Sky Sports News, Liverpool speaking to Harry Kane, we would actually go crazy. We would, didn't it? We'll be like, oh my dick. But do you know something? Right now, we're all sitting there going, yeah, we ain't got a flipping job. We ain't got a chance in hell. And these are the things that frustrate me with FSG because we're Liverpool, Rack. You see, when Man United talk about players, yeah, there's never no, it's too much or wages. But with us, we've always got to think about self-sustained or we've got to be sensible. I don't know what you think of that.
You know what? Look, my opinion has been coloured a little bit because of Klopp, because he and not just Klopp, but Klopp often talks about the whole team behind him. I think that includes Michael Edwards, that includes all the backroom staff, and it includes Billy Hogan, for example. He I think even when we won the Champions League, I think he shouted. No, so was it Billy Hogan or was it the other guy? What's his name? The other senior guy. Anyway, yeah. He shouted him out along with all the other members of the backroom staff. So there is a closeness there. You can bridge that gap by being the smartest. Now, being the smartest isn't easy, and I think up until I'd kind of reassess. Leicester have done amazingly on the budget that they've had. What they've done, I think that probably puts them a step above FSG and our setup, because of the success they had and the size of club. But what Klopp has shown and what the team have shown is that you don't have to spend the same or more than your rich neighbour if you can bridge that gap by being smart. It's harder. Don't get me wrong, it's harder. That's one of the things that FSG have brought in when they brought in the analytics. Like, we've got 4 guys who are rocket scientists, Cambridge graduates in astrophysics and stuff like that.
True. Yeah,
these guys, one of them worked at CERN and was responsible for finding out like how particles get mass. Like, this is not like this is serious shit. They've brought that in, and that's helped us to become probably one of the smartest analytics teams in world football, if not the smartest. So it's not easy, but it's possible. And if that's why I think self-sustaining can work and should work. That's what everyone should be aspiring to, because there aren't a load of other Abu Dhabi owners out there. And to be honest, one thing I will say against FSG and every owner, people talk about us selling the club, or FSG selling the club. First of all, I don't think the Super League thing is dead. It's going to come around in 10 years, 5 years. At some point, it's going to come around again, because there's too much money. There's too much money in there. Second of all, oh God, I lost my train of thought. But what was I going to say?
You're saying about selling the club.
Yeah,
Yeah,
selling the
sorry,
club.
so selling the club, Liverpool, Manchester United, probably the Dubai owners, the Abu Dhabi owners at some point. All these clubs, they're not going to get sold to another, a rich billionaire. Almost certainly, what they're going to get sold, floated on the stock exchange. We've already seen that. I think 10 or 15% of Man United has been floated on the stock exchange in New York. They're going to sell these to other hedge funds and other financial institutions where there's not going to be an organisation like an FSG or a Glazers. There's going to be 5% here, 10% there, 30% here, 15% there. And then who are you going to point your finger at? Because that's how they maximise their profit. They sell to these private financial institutions, and that's the way they get the most money when they eventually sell the club. And no one's really talking about this.
That's big facts. I'm never gonna lie, right? That is big facts, and that's why I'm in the middle. So, and I've said this before, I'm FSG out because I feel like they're not gonna do what I'm gonna talk about, and that's why I am annoyed with them. And then the Super League just tipped it off. But I am kind of in agreement with you, and the boys will even back me up that I've always said this as well. I don't think FSG are bad owners. I think they make bad decisions. And what it is for me, I like the idea of the self-sustaining model with regards to morals. And I can tell that you're a man who has morals and principles, and that's why I get where you're coming from. And I do believe that I do believe that like that whole sugar daddy. Like the thing is, we've been, we say that we've been conditioned to like think a certain way or whatnot. We've also been conditioned to believe the sugar daddy thing's normal. Because I remember when it came in, when Abramovich took over, it was bullshit. They came in and they just started hitting the cheat mode. It was like, who do you want? Mutu, 50 mil, do it, boom. Who do you want? SEN, 35. And they were just doing whatever they wanted.
Coming in and yeah, exactly.
Do you get what I mean? So I remember, don't get twisted. We've been conditioned even to believe it's okay for that to happen because it's been going on for so long. Do you get what I'm saying? Where secretly, Man U were doing that behind the scenes that we didn't realize because they cheated. They got inside information to get ahead in the Premier League, knew about seating and all them things, and that gave them a boost, which meant they were more successful. So there's always someone cheating, always doing something. And I do like doing things, quote unquote, the right way. But all I'll say is, right, you're allowed to put £99 million of your own money in to not go above the FFP, right? So you can have money the club's made, but there's a certain amount you're allowed to put in. I feel like our owners every now and again should use that to an advantage and just do something to make sure the clubs stay on track. Because when we're getting left behind, when you see a De Bruyne going here and a Hazard going there, I get the self-sustaining thing. But if as a company you're worth 3.5 billion, you can just quickly go, who's the other guy that's out in the market? How much is he worth? I tell you what, we're going to put 60 million of our own money in for this year so we can get that guy that can keep us going. And you know what? We might not do it again for 2 years, but if that guy comes in, that's going to boost the team, right? Cool. All right, let's do that. Because as owners, we want to make sure we are showing love as well as being sensible businessmen. I don't feel that FSG show that love. And that's where my problem is, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with all the other stuff you're saying. You're talking big facts. But every now and again, they've got to show some love. They have to show some love. You get what I mean?
Show some love, bro. Like
show some love. That's it, man.
Listen, we're Liverpool Football Club and Rack, as I said before, you made some serious points in. You even made me think, really appreciate now what you said because you've articulated perfectly, and I think you've also opened a few eyes as well in terms of
I just feel like some balance is sometimes required, and we're all passionate about our club. We all want our club to be the best. And look, don't get me wrong. That this doesn't mean that I don't want the best players. Give me Mbappe, Haaland, front three with Salah, Mane, and what that would be amazing. But yeah, it's just how do we afford that in a real world? And is it possible? I still think it's possible. Like I think Mbappe isn't impossible. I may be deluded. Who knows?
I don't think you're deluded. Because
no, you're not.
We've got the stature, we've got the money for it.
It's just how you work the deal. It's like, okay,
I don't think we would do it. I think we can do it. I just don't think we would. And
agreed.
That's frustration. Whereas,
we'd have to sell how many.
Mbappe was talking about Chelsea, he'd be a Chelsea player. The way he talks about Liverpool, if he was talking about Chelsea, he'd be a Chelsea player. And that's my frustration with FSG. I get your businessmen. But if you're a businessman, in my opinion, if you want to be a consistently successful owner of a football team, then business comes second, in my opinion.
100%. And if you're listen, Harry Kane, this is the first time that Harry Kane's ever been available on a realistic point of view. We're a Liverpool Football Club, and I feel like even though we have a certain model, there are times when you got to be like, do you know what? That will be an amazing investment. Even if you feel like, okay, you've got to spend beyond your means, you're going to make that money back. Harry Kane's sponsored by Nike. He's going to get you goals that's going to win you titles. That he will repay that for you. So even though you might have to pay a high agent's fee, in my opinion, whatever you spend on Harry Kane, let's say, for example, it was 120. I can guarantee you right now, shirt sales, commercials, trophies, Harry Kane would pay that back, in a 3 to 4 year span.
One thing FSG definitely do look at, and it's part of the whole Moneyball philosophy, is value. So that's if you look at bringing in Mbappe, look, if I'm not under any illusion, if we bring in Mbappe, he's not going to stay with us for the rest of his career. He'll stay with us for 4 years or so, and then he'll go to Real Madrid because he wants to, wants to play at Real Madrid at some point. Which again is also fair enough because people want different challenges in life, But if we do that, if we could get an Mbappe now, we pay 120 million for him. If we sell him in 4 years, we're selling for 250, 300 million. So from a business point of view, that does stack up. Maybe the Kane deal doesn't stack up. That stacks up financially and in a footballing sense. The Kane transfer, for example, would stack up in the footballing sense. Financially, not in
because there's no resale.
And again, it's about having a balance of the two, I guess. But look, sorry guys, I've probably taken up too much of your time. So
no, bro.
Bro, this was a great debate, bro.
That was some brilliant points, bro. And just quickly, I was thinking of like what kind of analogy is kind of similar to what I was thinking as well. And you know what it is as well, right? The only other thing
cheating, does it?
No,
I'm sleeping on the sofa tonight.
The only other thing you got to think about is sometimes other people force your hand as well because you have to quote unquote keep up. So it's almost like the Premier League is school. And we all remember being in school. You couldn't come back after the summer holiday in high techs and you knew everyone else was going to have Reebok Pump and Air Max 95. Do you get what I'm saying? You couldn't come back. You was going to get rinsed. You might even fall out of the popular circle. Them man that even roll with you no more. Do you know what I'm saying? So even though morally it's wrong to make your mum get it out of the catalogue when she can't really afford it, yo, mum, I need them Reebok pumps, yo.
Yeah, that wouldn't work with my mum. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
My mum ain't running with that, My mum's like, boy,
I need them Reebok pumps, man. Catalogue.
Reebok pump. The dishes then.
Hey, we are all guilty of asking our parents for stuff that we shouldn't have. Come on, we all did it.
No, we all have. 100%. We all have.
Guilty.
Are we all? And you know what you did? You just had to say, "But mum, I'll be left out."
Well, you're gonna get left out then.
Yeah, emotional blackmail. You know what I mean? Well, then, right now we need FSG to do whatever they can do, even if they can't afford it, to keep up. FSG, if you lot go and get catalogue to get Mbappe, Little Woods, I don't care how you do it. Get it done.
Like it, Little Woods.
I don't get it done. I don't care.
Well, Rack, do stay in contact, please, because I think we're onto something with this debate. I think we could do more of it, and having someone like you would be really, really good.
Well, thanks very much, guys.
You
thanks
come from the opposite direction, but you articulate well.
But I appreciate that, Cal. That's very kind of you to say. And look, thanks for backing me. I know the chat obviously perhaps don't agree with me fully, but I
some idiots in the chat don't agree.
Thanks very much for that.
Some idiots in the chat can't agree without.
It's cool. The thing is, like you say, if you in the street, no one would say those things to you, right? It's just on the internet. But yeah, thanks very much, guys. Have a good evening.
Thank you, bro. Take care, bro.
The thing is, it's okay to disagree.
Hey, Rack, if Rack's still listening as well, Rack, come back on Friday, bro. Come back on Friday.
Let's be real. We never agree. If there's anyone here who knows what it feels like to have nobody agree with him, it's me. I get ganged up on all the time, but no one disrespects me, so it's fine. If you lot started to call me a dickhead and all that, it would be different. You know what I'm saying?
I see. This is the thing. We're old school, innit? We're old school. a lot of, and I'm not gonna even disrespect the whole chat, but some people in the chat are the new generation in it.
Yeah, and say
And
some
that new
wild stuff like,
generation, they've never had to be confronted in person, hence why
yeah.
they say some of the things they say online. Because I know there's certain things I would never say online because I would never say it to someone's face unless I'm going to want to fight that
So
person.
just keep it 100, isn't it? Just be real, be yourself. Don't start acting a
Not
certain
even
way
about
because
being
you're
yourself,
online.
just be respectful. Just be
Yeah, but
respectful.
but that's what I'm saying though. But
The
some people I
minimum.
think, because it's an online thing, man can just say whatever because I'm just
But the thing is,
an
guys,
alias or
I don't
whatever.
even care whether it's on or offline. If you disagree, just disagree.
Yeah.
That's
Like
what I
the person
respect.
isn't
Bear
a
man in the
dickhead
chat,
because you don't agree with them.
bruv.
You
That's
get
what
what
I
I'm
respect.
saying?
Bear
Like,
man in the chat that said, "Oh, do you know what? I respectfully disagree with Rack." And again, they respectfully disagree. But when certain people are saying things like, "Oh, this and that," I said, "Nah. Hold on a minute. What are we doing here? Are we just a bunch of ragamuffins? Like, shout out all you people that know about that word. Certain man don't even know about that word. Yeah. What are we doing here? We're Kopish community. Like, we're supposed to back one another. It's just about opinions. It don't mean someone's right, someone's wrong. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just an opinion. It's not like gospel.
Indeed.
What anybody says. So we'll leave it there.
and as I said, I know what it feels like for people to disagree with you. So, you know what I mean?
We all do, Jiff. We all do. Mane, hashtag Origi. We all do, bro. We all do.
I know. But you know what? I will forever hold my corner. And you know what? Just respect my opinion. That's all I ask.
That's fair enough.
And
That is fair
same,
enough.
respect what I have to say in it.
That's it.
For real.
Guys who are waiting, unfortunately, we're not going to bring any more callers in, but you guys have got access to the private chat. So what I'm going to ask you to do is drop me your Twitter or Instagram at your handle, and I'll message you directly, and you'll make sure you'll get on Friday. You'll get priority for Friday. So message me your at, whether it be on Twitter or Instagram, or the best way for me to contact you, I'll contact you and we'll make sure you get in on Friday. We're going to read out the super chats now before we end the show.
Yeah, and you know,
I might even cut, you know, in terms of like my battery might cut. Let me see if I can find my charger. I got 5%. 5.
Yeah, grab your charger, man.
Bless
Grab
up
your
to everyone who was
charger.
patient
Give me
with
1
their
second,
super
people.
chats
Give me
as
grab the
well, 'cause
charger.
I know a lot of super chats came in a while ago, so thanks for your patience with that as well.
Yeah. All right, I'm just going to make sure I've got the right set of super chats here. We're the 25th today, isn't it?
Don't tell me that. I bought some meat today that said the 25th on it. Is it the 25th for real?
Yeah, it's definitely the 25th, bro.
Oh, the Ross.
You better cook that today. right now. You better cook that right
No,
now,
I'm
bro.
going to fling that in the freezer, bro. Stir fry tonight.
All right. Mr. Here's My Battle says, next season when all four of Virgil, Gomez, Matip and Konate are injured and Fabinho and Henderson are centre-backs, what's the excuse going to be? If that happens again for another season, then I'm bowing out, innit? Like, I've got no answers. I'm bowing out. Mr. Battle, Here's My Battle says, I would sell Joe before Nat and Botman and Kabak. Oh.
I would sell who, sorry?
Joe before Nat Phillips.
Wow. You know what? A lot of people don't rate Joe Gomez. I
don't think it's about the rating. I think it's to do with his availability drift.
Oh, well, I get that. Yeah, I get that.
P. Owl says prime Berbatov or prime Bobby.
Yeah, I saw that one when it come through. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not answering that.
I will because I've got to.
Actually, no, do you know, bro? I'm going to weigh in. I would actually go prime Bobby, but I think prime Berbatov had the best touch I've ever seen. Prime Bobby was still more of a problem, though, I'd probably say.
I don't know.
From 16, 17 to 19, 20, Bobby, I think, is a bigger peak than any peak in a Berbatov part of his career.
Maybe Berbatov.
I would just go Bobby.
So what am I voting to?
Prime Berber or Prime Bobby?
Yeah, that's a techie one. I'm not even gonna lie.
But Prime Bobby was a problem, though, bro.
If we're talking about length of career, you have to say Bobby Firmino. I think done more, you know, in terms of the length that he's had. Like Prime It's longer than Berber's, you know. Berber's prime ain't that long. It's not. It's not.
Liam Kenny, having VVD, Gomez, Konate, Matip, and Phillips next season would be massive. Imagine the rotation and reduce risk of injury. We move boys, quadruple, baby. I think that's what the key is to it. I think having so many options means you can actually rotate and you can rest players when they need to be rested, etc.
Although, guys, defense is actually the worst place on the pitch to rotate.
I just thought something. This is going back now. I'm taking it back to Berber again. Do you remember that goal where Berber told? Yeah, you took the... I swear, Carl. No, you took my thunder right there. That's exactly what I was gonna say, bro.
Yeah, I know.
That goal against Charlton. I don't know if Bobby Firmino scoring that though.
Berbatov's touch was immaculate.
One of the best first touches in football.
Immaculate.
One of the best.
Yeah.
One of the best.
I'll say Ibra, Bergkamp, Zidane.
Yep. Dino.
There's not many people who've got a touch as good as Berber. I'm telling you,
100%. Berber's in that conversation with 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
He's in that conversation.
Berber's first touch was ridiculous.
Kill it
Absolutely
dead, man.
Ridiculous.
Kill it thing dead.
Mr. Here's My Battle says Neves is available for 35. Need to be all over this.
I heard.
Neves, would you take a punt on Neves, or do you think there's other players we should get instead?
Not when now the conversation's been about your Netos and your Rafinhas and players like that. But in general, he's a wicked player.
I think Neves is a good player for using properly.
Sorry, Neves or Neves?
No, Neves. Ruben Neves from Wolves.
Oh, do you know? I thought you talking about Neves from Ajax.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no, Ruben Neves.
I was just thinking. The reason why I thought you were saying that is because they're both Wolves players. But
sorry, sir. I thought you talking about Neves. Sorry.
Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves is good, yeah, but
I don't know if he'd be able to handle the aggression that Klopp wants us
hustle
to play
and bustle and that.
He's quite a calm player, and we've got Thiago now. Although Thiago can get rough, that's the only thing.
But Neves can shoot though.
Be calm, innit? He's a good
can
player,
lick shots. He can lick shots though.
He definitely can't replace Genie. Too different.
Nah, yeah, it's too different. Basuma would have to be that guy if you're gonna go.
Although at least we'd have someone who will pop shots from outside the box, though.
That's what I'm saying.
He's missed one game for Wolves since he's
Neves will lick off the thing, you know. When he's 30 yards out and you say to him, "You got a license to shoot,"
I wouldn't have a problem with us getting him though.
Alfonso Bell says Kabak's a better footballer, younger and more experienced than that.
He might be, but
he's definitely more experienced and obviously he's younger.
Yeah. What do we need right now? Do you want to go for that kind of youthful guy that's going to get better, or do you want to go for a guy that's... It depends what you want from your defender, innit?
Yeah.
And just quickly, Cal.
Yeah.
My man is going to have to learn. Is Kabak going to get the game time to get better? Is he going to get that being full choice? Because he ain't being ahead of Van Dijk, Gomez, Matip, and Konate right now. I have to just call it what it is. He's not.
I just want one defender in the team who will take a boot to the face and die for the cause, and that's Phillips.
Dying's a bit.
I said dying, man.
Die for the cause. It's a saying, bro. Not. I don't mean literally. And you might take me way too little.
No, but you just said it like.
If he dies, he dies.
One man to take a boot to the face and would die for it. I was like, bro.
No, and die for the cause. It's a saying. You don't get too literal on me, man. Come on, guys.
He dies.
Yeah, for some Drago, bro. Him dead? No. All right. Him dead? All right. Dado1 says, back pay merch coming soon. Love, my brothers. Love, Dado.
Big up.
Mario says, Fredo still 10p in Liverpool. That's why Liverpool is one of the greatest cities in the world, boy. If it ain't in London, you got to take out a little mortgage to get a Fredo bar now.
Now, you know when I knew the world was going crazy? When I saw Chomp is 25p. That was when I... 30p now, innit?
Yeah.
That was when I knew the world was going mad.
Chomp was 10p back in the day.
And you, man.
Bruv, Snickers now, like the little Snickers, like £1, bro.
Yeah.
No, guys, this is the peakiest one. Curly Whirly is 45p.
Bro, do you want to know something?
Curly Whirly is 45p.
Stupid.
What is going on?
When penny sweets were 10p, I said, we're on Mars.
Yeah.
Penny sweet. Yeah. Yo, big man, how much for these penny sweets? Oh, there's a bit of some inflation, you know. You say they're like 10p in that. What you mean? They're penny sweets, bro. We're not on Earth anymore. There's some stupidness. There's some stupidness with the penny sweets.
Shout out my Curly Whirly gang, man. Them know that is.
Shout out the penny sweet gang there from back in the day.
Curly Whirly, a Wham, and some tiny
says not good enough to be. Not good enough as fourth choice on a title challenging team. Fair point. Yeah. Musa says, yes, bros. Hope your good health is wealth indeed. 975 Jamrock as well says Klopp has cost Genie his contract based on the way he plays him. Have too many guys who are engines of the midfield. We need an Ox of 2018 type of midfielder. I don't think Klopp's at fault for Genie not getting a contract personally. I think that's our owners not knowing football very well.
So Africa is the comment I just put out.
You know, Fran, you made the cardinal mistake. You never put a Curly Whirly in the fridge, bro. Never. Yeah, that's when it was. Never put a Curly Whirly. Let me ask you, man. Fruit salad or blackjack? Remember the little square
fruit salad,
innit?
But here's why you lot are gonna know that I was just too much of a sweet tooth, brother.
Yeah,
I actually would get 2 fruit salad and 1 blackjack, stick them together and eat it at the same time.
I'm not gonna lie, your teeth must have been spazzing out. Spazzing.
Your bruv just must have been.
Like, you know the things that are tough in it.
No, I never chewed it. You suck on it, man. Come on.
You might well have to leave it on top of the heater for a little bit.
Yeah, man. Right.
Soften it out.
Do you remember? You see when you used to get the school dinners and that. Do you remember? We're going for the tangent. I've got to say this one though. Do you remember turkey Twizzlers?
Yeah, bruv.
I guarantee you right now, if we was to inspect what was in a turkey Twizzler, schools would be out.
They sell them in Iceland still. They sell them in Iceland.
You see, if you got a turkey Twizzler, bro, I guarantee you, if you used to twist it, bro, you think you're twisting a flannel. The amount of grease that will come out of a turkey Twizzler, bro. Do you remember if a turkey Twizzler you put it on like on a napkin, bro? The napkin would soak, bro, like it's acid.
Done. Yeah,
bro.
It's a mad
turkey Twizzlers and that.
You know what's mad is when I think about my
sausage in a roll and all them things.
I don't know how I'm an adult with no feelings. I'm not even gonna lie. When I even think like I went dentist 2 weeks ago and the dentist said my teeth are actually in great condition. I'll see you in a year. And I'm not gonna lie, even I was shocked. I was like, all right, cool.
You probably
wagon wheels. Wagon wheels. Are you crazy? Wagon wheels for the what?
No, wagon wheels are nice still.
Wagon wheels for the bro.
Wagon wheels are disgusting. I tried them as a grown-up thinking it was my childhood taste buds like beer, and it was still gross. Even as an adult, I was like, I'll bun this.
John Conway says happy birthday, Callum. It's not my birthday. Jay Finn, where can I sign up for the OnlyFans channel? Cal, those songs the other day were killing me. Yeah, OnlyFans coming soon. Rasta OnlyFans. That's what we're gonna
call it. Weed, make me fly without visa. Don't give me cocoa cracker rum. Cigarette
shout out to the Cherry Drops crew that knew that you could only have 2 before the roof of your mouth was a write-off for about a week.
Federation. OnlyFans soon coming.
Yeah,
50's heading it still.
Rasta OnlyFans. That's what we're gonna call it.
I told you, I'm gonna let you lot collect the bag on that one.
Now, just as front in the OnlyFans still.
Bogdan says having a sugar daddy is definitely the wrong way. Nice little discussion we had with Rack on that topic.
Drops. Sorry, I'm getting so distracted. I'm just seeing all the old school sweets. Then I just saw cherry drops. I thought,
but that's what I just brought up.
Yeah, I know, but I'm even seeing the love hearts in them. Remember the love hearts in them things?
Yeah, I still get love hearts.
You know, I actually like the violets, and a lot of people
I like both, man. I eat both. You lot are killing me. You know I'm doing this diet thing, and you lot are kind of killing me here. I'm not gonna lie.
No, Cal, I want to give a public apology to you for yesterday. I didn't mean to rub that in your face.
Yeah, remember the drumsticks? Yes. Remember the drumsticks? Yeah. Bro! Sorry, Cal. Sorry, but
I didn't mean to rub the food in your face.
No, Cal. Why people just bringing up See, I'm trying to take off the comments here, but people just bring up bare food, bro.
I don't even know what a stripper bar is.
What's it? Trying to think.
Unless you literally mean a stripper bar.
Boy, that's really OnlyFans. Chew-Its, millions. Yeah, millions. Come on now.
Yeah, millions.
Like, Chew-Its in
strawberry or bubblegum, millions.
Yeah, we said Curly Whirly.
M to the O says can't say we underestimated them when Chelsea overran them. Chelsea did what we were supposed to do in regards to pressing. Collective pressing equals no space. Facts.
That's true.
That's what I was saying. Chelsea made it look easy.
Facts. Musa LFC says, I don't think it's fair to separate Edwards and Klopp from the FSG guys. They work together daily, and we seem to put all the stuff on FSG and all the good stuff on Klopp and Edwards when these guys are a team. All right, so I hear that, but where I'll slightly challenge that is all right, so let's say Liverpool play a game and Mane, Salah, Firmino both scored 2 goals in that game each, but we lose that game 7-6 because our defense was bad. We wouldn't blame the whole team. We'd blame the defense and say that the attack did their job. I think that's where I am with FSG and Klopp and Edwards. But I get the sentiment in that comment.
Yeah, Cal, that was a perfect analogy still. And shout out David, knows about the Army and Navy.
I'm kind of gassed that Drifty was feeling the analogy still.
Oh, yeah, no, that was a perfect analogy, Bob. That was perfect.
Oh, my God. I'm seeing these men are giving some.
Do you man know about Army and Navy? Big up David, knowing about the Army and Navy. Oh, my days. Bro, that is old school,
Old school, bro.
Man, we know about Opal before it was
I was just about to say before it was Starburst.
Yeah, carrot sticks are really nice as well, innit? Carrot sticks, they're proper nice as well, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? I love eating raw carrot, bro. Swear down.
I like carrots as well. Haribo. Obviously, Haribos are always.
Yeah, I'd definitely choose raw carrot sticks over Haribo.
Shout out about the choc dip and that. Remember the choc dip?
Yes.
Remember it's like a blue and white.
No, I didn't like choc dip purely for the fact that they acted like it was the whole thing was chocolate, and really it was some dugger.
Some little dip in the thing.
Yeah, some tiny little dug.
Nah, I hear you, but still big though. Still big. Shout out the rhubarb and custard sweets. Oh my day, bro! If you don't know.
Hey, do you know what I thought was kind of cool? They turned dib dabs into sweeties now. So you get a sweet that tastes like dib dab. I thought that was kind of neat still.
Remember the sherbet and all them things? Remember sherbets?
Sherbet, yeah. And do you know he was actually supposed to suck the sherbet through the licorice?
Yeah.
No one did that.
No one did it though. No one did that.
No, I'm happy you man can still eat sweets and all that.
Sorry, Cal. No. Let's move. Sorry,
no,
Cal,
I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you, man.
I mean, we can talk about other foods like roti and
no, Cal. I'm not gonna lie. If you strip a carrot, cut both ends off. I'm not even being patronizing. That is a banging snack. I do that. I do that. So
you take that over a Snickers bar, yeah?
Not obviously not.
All right, so that's my life right now, Jim. Yeah, so you can't sell me healthy food when you man talk about dip dabs and mama whams and Snickers, bro. What are you playing at?
Wait, what was that sweet called? Was it called whammy? Remember, Drift? Was it called whammy or something?
It's just called a wham.
Wham, that's it, wham. Why am I saying whammy?
Me for
that had the pop rocks in it, bro. Sweet is
wham.
Amazing,
are you stupid?
But you know what that was? That sweet was either too hard or too soft.
Yeah,
it was too hard and broke your teeth.
I agree.
Soft that you couldn't get the wrapper.
Better sticking to the wrapper.
Francisco A says, Cal, do a members show or section of a normal show comparing all the seasons Mane has been with us to Sancho and Mbappe, please? Yeah, there's a members video. Demo
Did we do that in the members?
No, we haven't.
Not that exact. No, not with those. Not with those players.
Demo Dre, shout out to Demo Dre. All right, I give up. That backstage line is longer than the embassy line in Jamaica. Anyway, my call was going to be about the injustice that Harry Wilson has received at LFC. This guy's not been given a chance. Yeah, do you know what? We are going to touch on some of
longer
players.
than the Jamaican embassy, you know.
Do you have your passport, sir? No, I mean, I have that. Could you get back to the line, please, sir? Yeah, I have my passport. We have two document. Shelly, where the document there? Wait. So we only taking passport. Shelly, big man. Shelly, quick, no man. And I see the man waiting for the doc. Come, no, Shelly. Cannot take that as a form of documentation. Me not have passport. That is why me I come. Tell him, let's go. Him come like him not here with me. I said, me not have the damn passport. Me come here for the passport. Ain't have the passport. Shelly, let's go. M to the O said, Matt, options like Draymond, he can play PG, SF, PF, and C.
He's talking about Draymond Green from Golden State Warriors. You can play multiple positions. Yes. Yes, kinda. I hear where you're going with that. I hear where you're going.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was just reading out those letters, it feels like I was Carol Vorderman on Countdown, bro. Just taking letters out, putting them on the board. No idea what my man was talking about. MF says we need rotational options for VVD, like how Diaz had Laporte rotate. Hopefully, Konate is going to be that guy.
Yeah, if he can stay fit.
My Buttle says our problem is we have a starting 11. City don't. Fair point.
That's true.
But that could hinder them and also be an advantage, which is something I think a lot of people are forgetting. Because let's be real, I'm not trying to take any credit away from Man City. They have been great this season. Like, I'm not being disingenuous. But I also feel like their greatness was because of our downfall. Not like if they'd have done what they've done, but we'd have had the year we were meant to have by not having all the injuries and all that, people wouldn't be lording after City the way they are. I feel like our downfall has helped them to look better. So again, I'm not being disingenuous. They've done it. They played well. Big up to them. But when you actually think about the fact that they finished further behind us last year than we finished behind them this year, and we have had a terrible year, it's kind of mad when you really think about it. Like, literally, we said it the other day. All we need to do is draw with them in the game at Anfield and win those other games that we, let's be honest, should have 100% have won. Burnley and Fulham and Brighton, and we win the league. How crazy is that? True. Like, that's mad. That is actually mad.
I hear you. I mean, I'm on the other side. I like the fact of you can't really second guess what Man City are going to do going into games. But I think it only becomes a hindrance sometimes with Guardiola because he does like to tinker quite a bit. And sometimes he overthinks things and kind of doubts himself sometimes.
I'll let you know whether it's good or bad after Saturday.
Yeah, for real. 1975 Jamrock says AXA last year divested any money going into Israel. Okay, I didn't know that. So I mean, 1975 Jamrock, we really need to get you on a call, man. We really do. M to the O
If
says,
I was at lactose, I'll be all over this, but it sounds banging though, bro. Still, Wham ice cream, my day.
Yeah, that's a trip to the toilet, boy. M to the O says Matt on Jadon Sancho flex German accent and that. Yeah, I've heard about Sancho's German accent's quite funny still.
Yeah, you know, I've heard it too.
Agre says Drifty, I want to teach you some Swahili from East Africa.
Hey, I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up, but I'll give it a try.
Carl, you frozen, you know, on my screen. Is he frozen your screen?
No, not on mine, not on mine.
On my screen. Screenshot it. I'm screenshotting it. I don't care. I'm screenshotting it. I don't business. Hold on.
I'm freezing.
Nah.
You know what? I'm not even going to imitate what it might be in case it gets bloody screenshotted by everyone.
Hold on, let me come back out and come in. I need to get that screenshot back. Right.
M to the O says rumors. Cal claims watching LFC TV is working. No, I definitely have a 9 to 5. Believe me. Jay Finn says the two best players in the world are not Messi and CR7. The first is Ronaldinho. The second is R9. I saw them play live, and my son name is Steven Gerrard.
Hey, first of all, bless up for giving your son such a great name.
Yeah, I tried it still. I tried. You, Drift, you actually know I tried to to get the
Yeah,
missus to call our little
bro,
man
I'm the one
Stevie.
still trying to carry the torch for you and taking the backlash for it, bro.
You are still.
Yeah, I'm a rider, bro. You know this, bro. Like, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not gonna lie. You lot getting in a lot of trouble with the missus because of me. Still, even the other day when it was his little birthday thing, everyone was like, "Oh, you right, Steve? You right, Stevie?" She's just looking at me like, "I'm gonna kill you one day. I'm gonna kill you one day."
I nearly got killed in the flesh, bro, at the Christmas. Bro.
Pete, you would have been Pete.
2Pixel2 says it's a choice. The reason I appreciate CR7 is because the dedication mentality the guy has to win in it reminds me of Jordan. 760 plus goals and being top goal scorer and assists in Champions League is no joke. Facts. LFC Aaron says a very good cool rack. I hold similar views. Conroy, shout out to Conroy. I am FSG out, but really interesting cool rack. LFC Aaron says we're seeing that already with Redbird. Great call regarding what Rack said with hedge funders. 1975 Jamrock says Rack Sing talking the truth. Jerry says how do we call in? So Jerry, what you have to do is when we release the link on our YouTube description, then you can jump in the call then. But it does fill up quite quick because we've got some very dedicated callers and a great community. 1975 Jamrock says, fellas, whoever talking reckless at Rat, let me inhale their smoke and let me breathe some brimstone and fire on them, trying to clear my schedule on Friday. Love that.
Okay.
Hello.
Agri says this is for you, Drifty. This is for you. Drift, this is for you, yeah? Dirk Cow and Prime Bobby Firmino all playing for Klopp. Who would you go for, Bobby or Dirk Cow?
Oh, what, as a false nine?
Or just either one of them?
Oh, you know
I've got a feeling that under Klopp, Dirk Cow as a false nine would have been a problem.
Because of the finishing, might be
because of the
better,
finishing.
innit? Yeah.
He had the finishing.
Yeah.
But then obviously his build-up play isn't as good as.
That's what I was gonna say. The technical
one.
ability.
That's a tough
Can I
one.
say something about Dirk's finishing?
Yeah, go on.
Dirk's finishing in Holland was great. His Liverpool finishing wasn't phenomenal, you know.
Well, phenomenal, but
his
still,
record wasn't very good.
Would you say his finishing was better than Bobby?
No, finisher though, Cal. I'll say he's a better finisher in terms of like. I think he's got more of a predatory instinct than Bobby.
I think their finishing's about the same, you know, if I'm going to be honest.
Me personally, I'd rather go Cal. I think is a bit slightly
Cal's
better.
more predatory, Cal.
Yeah, inside the box. But if we're talking outside the box, then I think actually no.
Because you know what, Dirk Cout's got a lot of those goals where
Dirk
Cout got a lot of those goals where it's about anticipating
the
ball because he's got it in his mind to go and get that
the natural
goal.
striker instinct. Bobby don't have that.
I don't think his finishing was as great as people think for Liverpool.
Bro,
I think he had a great record.
But it was
Holland.
better than Firmino's though, bro.
But he's right midfield though.
I don't know. And one thing I will say, I don't think Cout would work as a false nine, but I also know for an absolute fact Bobby wouldn't work as a right midfielder.
I think Cout could be a false
Cout
nine.
could be a false nine. Not great, but I think he could do the job though.
He can play with his back to goal. He wouldn't do it the way Firmino does it. That's what I'm saying. But he would do it in his own way.
But remember, if you're a false nine, you're a creator as well. I don't think Cout was.
Well, he used to create from wide right. So
crossing and creating from the centre are very different.
Cout's a better player than people give him credit for.
I rate Cout. I just don't think them two could swap positions and be effective.
Let me put it like this: if Bobby Firmino went right wing, he will be worse than if Cout. It'll be worse than if Cout went false nine. That's the
I
easiest
agree
way
with
to
that.
put it.
I agree with that.
I think that's
Fully
probably
agree
because Cout is naturally a striker that Benitez converted to a winger / midfielder.
Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it? Like do you want to know something? We've done some stuff over the years.
But didn't Rafa do that because he didn't think his finishing was good enough though?
But
bro.
Rafa
I think he did it because we bought other players and he saw that Cout could do a job in another position.
Bro, we had a
He
budget.
did that a lot,
We had
man.
bills to
He
pay.
did it. Rafa was like Klopp in that way. He did it.
Hey, LeBron! We got Callum again.
Nah, that was
We
Hicks and
forgot.
Gillette, remember? That was Hicks
No,
and
but
Gillette.
bro, it's the same thing. We had bills to pay though.
Yeah, boy, you ain't getting that player.
Yeah. Hicks and Gillette were cowboy.
Them
like
man were
actual
fighting
from
each
Dallas,
other.
innit? They were like,
Them man were fighting each other, bro.
David Silva. You ain't getting David Villa. Ain't happening.
I tell you what, Cout had the
Gary
legs for a
Barry.
Klopp team, that's for sure.
Oh, bro, Cout,
Say that again?
99 stamina.
Cout had the leg for a Klopp team, that's for sure.
99 stamina all day. If it was
I
dead.
heard that when the game finished, he used to get changed and run home.
Oh boy.
I'm done. Man said run home, you know.
You see man just jogging with his backpack.
Yeah. No, he leave it in the locker, Cal. He leave his stuff in the
What,
locker.
just smelly clothes in the locker, yeah? Like stinking out the room, bro.
No, the kit man would deal with it. That's what I'm saying. The kit man's legendary, bro.
Oh man.
Luelka says Matt, Son, not Kane, please. We kind of spoke saying he or she would rather have Kane. Sorry, would rather have Son.
No,
over
I
Kane.
rate Son, but I think we need a striker. Like, and again, I rate Sonny. He's sick in it, but we need a centre
told you,
forward.
double swoop, man.
But Son, you got me saying Son now. Kane can get goals and assists. Look what Kane done this season.
Top
What
goal
was it?
scorer, top assist maker
22
this
goals
season.
and 14 assists, was it? Or 13 assists?
14.
Player of the season, man.
Bruv, listen, I'll say this, yeah. If your striker can get you 20-odd goals a season and get you double assists, nah, man, you have to go Kane. You have to, bro.
In a team that finished where? 7th.
Yeah. Bruv, this brother's got
And they only got 7th because of him. He got the goal and assist that won the game.
This man must score a brace for fun, you know.
We signed Harry Kane.
It's over.
Win the league and the Champions League. It's as simple as that.
Bruv, we win the World Cup.
I actually think I would come on here, and I don't ever think I would feel negative.
I'd be unbearable.
Harry Kane.
I would be
next
so
to Salah.
unbearable and arrogant. I probably wouldn't even look at comments anymore. Do you know how arrogant I'd become? You know them man who get bare money, they forget where they've come from. I'd be one of them if we signed Harry Kane. Man would be like, oh, you remember when we finished on like 10th under Hodgson? I'd be like, shut up, man, we got Harry.
I know, I'm just laughing at you now.
We got Harry.
It's about quite in it, Jim.
Huh?
Are you laughing about the thing I'm laughing at?
Oh, no. I was laughing at what Cal just said.
Oh, I was laughing at someone said about Cal. I was laughing about what someone said about Cal.
I'd be so arrogant.
And about Goonies and that.
Walking around.
Oh,
you remember the tough days being a Liverpool fan? I'd be like, no, brother, I don't. We've got Harry now, innit? Like, what days? What?
Bruv,
We just won 6-0. We just won 6-0. Harry got 3, Mo got 2, Mane got 1. Bobby didn't play today. He rested.
Listen, if we sign Harry Kane, yeah, no word of a lie, this is me being dead for real. Okay, so you sign Harry Kane, Robbo's going down the wing, so is Trent. Mane, Salah still doing what they're doing. Kane's also doing false 9 and being a poacher. Yeah.
Thiago.
Kane is bagging 30 minimum in the league.
If Kane gets anything less than 35, it's a failed season for Harry Kane, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree with that.
Are you crazy? But
and
here's the supply.
He'll unlock another level in Salah and Mane as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, guys?
The only thing I can imagine being a little bit techie would be Kane and Mo both winning top goal scorer.
Oh, let them fight, bruv. Let them fight.
Bro!
No, but then they might not pass to each other.
No, let them fight, bruv.
Kane
you see me, bruv? If I've got 2 kids, I want them fighting over who's daddy's favourite, bruv. That's what I want. Like,
listen, them man will fight over goals, yeah, but you know something? Them man will improve on another.
No, I'm Klopp's favourite. I'm Klopp's favourite. Let's just both score hat-tricks and see who likes
Listen.
more. Yeah, I want it.
All right, listen. Obviously, if I come to Liverpool, these men already know. Sorry for speaking a bit of slang there, but saying these men already know. But iron sharp as iron. So I would treat Salah like how I treat Sod. And that means obviously I look at him as a big brother or a little brother. He's 1B and I'm 1A. But obviously, if I get, I'll speak to Daniel Levy anyway. I just want to get that transfer, really. I mean, I just do. Bruv, if Harry Kane was to link up with Salah and Mane, this is no joke, yeah? Kane's bagging 30 minimum. And dare I say it, he's helping Salah get more goals. Want to know why?
Bruv, create as well.
Who do you defend? No, real talk. You see Man City, Man United, Chelsea, yeah? Who are you defending? No, real talk. Are you defending Kane? Are you defending Salah? Or are you defending Mane? Bruv,
Hold on. Or Jota.
And you know what Harry Kane would also do? Yeah, obviously, I'll put in the transfer request and that, but I've got to say as well, Jurgen, can I bring Dele with me? You should have used him doing that. He's reformed. He's a Liverpool fan. I heard you lot dropped the ball when Steven Gerrard was supposed to be there. He never turned up. I'm here now. Obviously, I spoke to Ryan Mason. We're around the same age. It is what it is. Shut up!
All right. Picture this year. You see them games where we struggle to break down the low block. Klopp might all just get annoyed with man and just play 3 defenders and the rest attackers, bro. Who we got this week? Allardyce is taking over Burnley because they had a little bad spell, and we got Burnley at the weekend under Allardyce. Klopp might just go, you know what, 3 centre backs, and we'll go Robbo, Trent on the fullbacks, and we'll go flipping, I don't know, Thiago and Henderson in midfield, but no one sits. You hear what I'm saying? No one sits. Yeah?
If we got Harry Kane, man would never worry about us not scoring goals, you know.
No one sits.
I'm doing Harry Kane for the rest of the show. I'm never going to speak like man. I'm speaking like Kane.
You know what? Bun it. Thiago Firmino as a centre midfielders. No one sits. No one sits.
Obviously, if I'm in the team, you don't need no one sitting. You know what I do? One chance, one goal, innit? Obviously, I done it at Anfield the other day. Sorry, I'll repeat that. A couple of seasons ago, it was, if you give me a second chance, I'll bury it. So shout out Mo Salah. He scored a great goal in that. But obviously, I've done you over, mate, and I won that penalty. Ha ha.
1975 Jamrock says, Cal, you're missing my point. Klopp has too many of the same type of midfielder. We already have someone that recycles the ball better in Thiago. That's a fair point. That is a fair point.
Kane, bro. Do you know what? Give us Kane.
1975 Jamrock says Genie needed to be the Netherlands version. I wish we could have seen more of the Netherlands Genie at Liverpool. Kadir Hussein, just want to say hi, my bros. Enough love to you as well, Kadir. I'm gonna be real. Kane's the one in it, but if we don't get Kane, Haaland would be the next one.
Yeah, but it's just John. It is though, because he's prem proven over the years, and you know, when we talk about the whole quota thing, because we talk about that a lot on this channel, like the quota. Bro, he suits the quota. Like
it feels so good. It feels so good for you lot to have injected Kane into your veins, because I did this time ago.
I fully injected it. What it is though, dude. I never spoke about it because when you said it, I had no belief that Kane at this point was one of the least.
Oh, never did I, bro.
But for whatever reason, now that you've spoken about it at the beginning of the season, man's just suddenly decided to be like, I haven't had any transfer request, but obviously I spoke to Gary. He called me. We went to play golf. Shout out my brother Charlie. I think that's his name anyway. And I just told him the truth. Really, that was about it. And they know how I feel.
Let me ask you a quick question before we end. Yeah, all the bias aside, and money is absolutely no object at all. Who do you think Kane would pick out of Liverpool, Man United, and Man City?
If now,
everyone offered him the same wages, it was just about his decision.
I think between City and Liverpool.
Who though? Which one would he pick?
That's tough. You know why? He would look at Liverpool and go,
I think us.
All right, if he's gonna play, he has to have insurances.
And Ox.
He has to have insurances, though.
Harry Kane happy.
No, but do you want to know something? Why it's not as clear cut? If Pep Guardiola says you're replacing Aguero, he already knows he's going to be first choice. So we'd have to do that same kind of spin where it's like you're going to be the main guy.
Bro. Who's
Wherever he
keeping
goes,
Kane out
he
of the
knows
team,
he's
Matt?
first choice, bro.
Huh?
Who's keeping
No.
Kane out of our team?
No, I'm just saying no because Jurgen Klopp, yeah, I don't know if he would say it as straight as Pep, because Pep's gonna be like, Aguero's gone, you're the guy. Whereas I don't know, like I think he would pick us, but
You
I
know
would
what?
still give it. We'd have to make it clear. We'd have to make it clear to man.
I personally feel like he would prefer to go City, but he would want to play for Klopp.
Oh, see, I think he would prefer to go to Liverpool because he's like Kane strikes me as someone that like loves the fans and the appreciation that our club would give him. Whereas, dare I say, if you're looking for that easy route, he may choose City. Because he's going to be like, oh, well, I'm placing Aguero. All I got to do is bang goals, and I know that these men aren't going to let me down. I like at Spurs. Well, I could bang a hat-trick and still lose a game.
I'm going to be real with you. If Kane come and said, I want Bobby's number 9, bro, I'm changing Bobby's song. It's as real as that. Number 17, giving the ball into a scoring. See, senor. I'm changing the lyrics. Kane gets what he wants, bro.
All right, Harry Kane can get whatever he likes if he can Liverpool, bro.
Bro, Kane at Liverpool, brother. As I said, Haaland, obviously, I love Haaland, but if money's no object,
Kane, I want Kane.
Kane's guaranteeing something.
Bro, Harry Kane. Bro, you see when Trent does, and let's be real, when Trent gets into that mode of spamming crosses, Harry Kane is thriving off that. Like he
thrives off everything.
Bro, give him whatever.
You lot are forgetting one thing. Forget about it just being about crossing during the game. We saying Trent's got Virgil and Kane to aim at on corners.
And that. Maybe even Ali for giggles, bro. When we're 9-0 up because Kane's got 6 and Salah's got 3, you might all just send Ali.
Nah, you might stop it. You're actually making me think that we got a chance to get Kane. Dude, I'm depressed. I'm gonna go to bed, like, bro. It's
whoever gets Kane this summer is favourites for the league next year.
And people, you need to understand, if Kane comes as well, he's bringing Delhi with him. Just no. Delhi will get as a free transfer. Delhi will probably terminate his contract. I'm telling you, they come as a package. Hey,
I'll take Dele Alli if it means.
Bro,
Kane,
let's be real, yeah. If Harry Kane comes to Liverpool or ever did, I'm gonna be so honest. If we could only sign 2 players, let's say Kanata's already done, right? And we only was able to sign 1 more player. Now Liverpool said like, the budget is only 100 and whatever million and we're gonna try and space it out over 3 players. I'm saying just get Kane. If we was to get Kane and Kanate, we win the league. I'm not joking. Yeah. We win the league.
But I've said this already. I want Kane so badly. I would actually let that Kanate transfer fall through, and I'd even let Reece play some.
No. Like Kane is all worldly, but Reece.
I'll let Reece play some games. Oh, we got a third with Reece. You put Kane up front, we win the league.
Not a whole season with Reece, though.
Obviously, Cal, he's got a point.
No, but obviously, we'd hope that season those injuries wouldn't happen, innit?
All right.
P. Hour says, you guys need to stop talking about replacing Genie with a like for like. It's time to change the 4-2-3-1 and Genie replacement. Don't get us that. Although I disagree. I think Basuma can play in a 4-2-3-1.
Obviously,
plus it's about flexibility as well. 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1.
Obviously, just made a valid point. What do you think about Cal? Obviously, Eric Dyer, we came 7th. I think with Eric Dyer, he's just a fridge. You play Reece. Obviously, I'll still find the goals. I trust Reece. It's like a nice guy. So yeah, I think.
By the way, if I cut, it's battery. By the way.
All right.
Yeah. I'm
Put
on
it this way though, guys. Kane getting fed by Robertson, Firmino potentially, Salah, Mane, Trent, Thiago, Fabinho, and Henderson. He eats for days. He never goes hungry. 1975 Jamrock. You guys follow the Manning Cup in Jamaica? I personally don't know.
I don't know.
Wait, Kane gets a full plate. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, go on.
How about Souček as part of a plan B? Not popular.
Good player, but
yeah,
not Liverpool.
Yeah.
Good player though. Good player.
All right. So, people, we're going to wrap up there. You've had us for an hour longer than we were meant to be on tonight as well.
For real.
We are going to be back on what we're going to be back on Thursday. So make sure you
Season
look
review,
out for us.
people.
Yes, season review
Yeah.
would be a very good show. That one. We're hoping to do some special things in that show. So make sure you tune in on that. Obviously, follow us on social media. I know there's been a lot of people asking about audio podcasts as well. We are now on Spotify, so check us out on Spotify as well. Apple, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. We're working on that at the moment, so that should be coming to you within the next week. But yes, we are definitely on Spotify now. You can just search Kop-Ish and you'll find us. You get the audio versions of these conversations as well. So anyone who's on the road driving, etc., you can still do that. So yes, people, gotta say a massive thank you for everyone who tuned in. And until Thursday, people, enough love, stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kop-Ish and we are out, people. Take care.
And if you want me, come and get me. You know my price. Obviously, you spoke to Charlie, I spoke to Gary. You know, I've made it well known. Just drop 120 to Daniel Levy, and if anything, I'll get Charlie to knock him out. But yeah, we move. We move.